Well, all right, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to Fam Hourglass. That's the game here. That's what we're doing. I'm your host here. I'm your runner, Mr. Underscore Shasta. That's my name. And I'm excited to bring this up to everybody here because like this is probably the largest marathon, like largest like events we've had Fam Hourglass in ever. We've been spinning this game to GEQ for like 11 years. They have yet to take it. Maybe someday. But yeah. With me, I got a few runners of the game, a few cool community people in general. You want to introduce yourself as well?
Okay.
I'll start.
Anytime.
You got it.
My name is Hornlets. I am sort of the current world record holder. My time is like 1 second lower than Shasta's, but Shasta also kind of beat the time, so like we're basically about the same skill level.
It's weird right now.
And yeah, I know a lot about this game. I've played it a lot casually, and yeah, I've been running it for 10 years now. So.
I'll go next. I'm Brandino. I've been running this game for about 3 years now. I learned from Shasta when Shasta had the world record, a 309 at the time. Currently, we're down to a 307, and it's only dropping from there. I'm excited to be here for this run and to commentate, and I also run a lot of other handheld games.
And I'm Palamer6. I've been running this game for quite a few years as well. I'm not really at the top level, but I do have a lot of knowledge in the game because I also played it quite a lot growing up. And yeah, I'm also really excited.
Hell yeah, absolutely. And I know we also have a file name for this too. I'll go ahead and put it in real fast. I'll just make it, Zeldathon mascot file name, so it just be like this. This game also has a bunch of funky characters in it like this, so we'll do a little smile as well. A little heart, I think is also pretty good. What do y'all think?
And
what should
add
I
a
put
mobile
here?
phone.
Mobile phone, you got it? Alright, what
Yeah.
else?
All of
Anything
Finn's
else?
favorite things.
Yeah, there's one more thing.
Joy,
you can
love.
add.
Oh, can we get a
Mobile
smiley
phone.
face?
Smi-
Smiley face?
Another smiley face, you got it.
You already.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
You know what? Actually, yeah. You know what? It works.
Alright, cool, perfect.
Yes.
We'll do that. Yeah, that works for me.
Optimal.
I like to put in like the face buttons there too. Never runs this game, but can't do it with Finn unfortunately. But that's okay, no big deal. Y'all should buy the Finn plush, by the way. Like get that hits. That'd be really awesome. Get the Finn plush hit. I'd love that. Otters are great. That being said, though, I'm gonna count it down right now. I guess time's on my end here, so it's totally fine. So, 3, 2, 1, bam, fast. Let's do this.
Let's go fast.
Let's
This-
go.
Let's
All
go
right,
fast.
So, a little bit about this game for a lot of people who probably don't remember. This was a sequel to Wind Waker released in 2007. Am I right? 2007?
Yes.
That's correct, yeah.
2007.
On the Nintendo DS, and it's kind of like a bit of a console showcase for the DS. We're gonna use every single part of this that we can here today.
That's
Just
true,
about.
yeah.
We are honestly, it's ridiculous. I love it.
This game gets real creative with how it wants you to use the full console, and we were all talking about it, but we all have our own little special connections to this game, playing it around the time when it was released, or maybe a little bit around then.
Shout out to Christmas 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Oshus right there. He's our main man basically. We'll be seeing him a lot throughout the run. One of the main characters of the game. Our fairy is also named Ciela. They're not Navi, even though they making the same voices as Navi. don't get it twisted or anything. First puzzle
So
game,
it's
by the
actually-
way. We have to write 7 right here because the number of palm trees on the beach. And that gives us a
Yeah,
sword.
so that's actually a fun thing about the game. A lot of the puzzles in this game, you can just remember how to solve them because you're basically meant to take notes on the map screen. Like you're supposed to count the palm trees, write down 7, and then you write it there. But because that's how it works, you can just remember it for the next playthrough.
Here's the first trick of the game as well too. This is called sword tutorial skip. All I'm gonna do is go over here, press select to pull the collection screen, move away, get another pot, and bam, that's it. Simple
We
as
just
that.
learned how to use a sword.
We did.
Yeah.
Don't
Bravo.
Pick up the pot.
We need a quiz now all of a sudden. That's what we need. Someone please write this real fast. Thank you.
But yeah, that skips the entire sword tutorial, and now you see we've got one strapped to our back that we got earlier. We're not going to be grabbing a shield in this game. It's actually optional. How many?
It's true. Like you actually don't get ever in this run because like
Yeah.
you buy from the shop normally, and we're not doing that.
There's even a tiny little dialogue where Linebeck is like, are you sure you don't want a shield? And we're like, nah, we're sure.
Yeah, it's fine. So movement in this game is also interesting because you roll 4 times in a row, you get dizzy. So in some cases, I'll roll 4 times in a row and cancel my 4th roll on top of like a switch, like it right there, for instance, or on top of like a doorway like this one, or to like tap it to like open it.
Or like in a loading zone or something.
Yeah, like when the new map is loaded entirely, I can also cancel inside of there, my 4th roll inside of there to get a little more distance off of it. Right here, we also got Rat Luck. So I know there's like a Zeldathon rat emote that exists. If y'all can give me some of that in chat, that'd be awesome for this section. We got good luck too because they spawn out the right side there. So hell yeah. Now I have to get hearts 1 time outside of the cave here. I'd be exactly 2 hearts by the time I get into the Temple of the Ocean King very soon, which is the titular, not titular. It's not in the title of the game, I guess, but it's like the main hub sort of temple, I guess. So yeah.
What, you don't think the Legend of Zelda: The Temple of the Ocean King rolls off the tongue as well?
Well, they did
Maybe
release
not.
that with the OTK, didn't they?
Oh
It's
wow,
true,
they
it's true.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Tears
King?
of the Ocean King.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's just like with Breath of the Wild, which was bottom of the well.
Oh true, yeah.
I love the polygon design in this game. Like it's just low enough that it's so charming to look at. Like they really recreate the Wind Waker style very well with as little as they could. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool, honestly. Right now we're trying to find Linebeck, who has the boats on the harbor there, and we're asking around town for it. Guy that Doc says to go to the Milk Bar. Guy at the Milk Bar says to go to the Temple of the Ocean King, so we're gonna go over there. He's a big adventurer essentially, but he's also a big guy. He's great. Ooh, donation. Ooh, I love that. Let's get more of those. I do like those.
Indeed. The donation's actually for you.
Ooh.
It's $12.24 from Murby that says, pop quiz for the streamer. How do you use your sword? A, tap on a foe. B, slash with the stylus. C, pick up a pot. Or D, scream, yacht, into the microphone.
I think D, honestly. Is one thing we can do.
Seems like the right answer to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a train thing. I forgot about that. It's so adorable. Look
Oh
at it
yeah,
go.
it's 8 a.m.
It's train time.
I love that.
A blessed hour on the hour to you and yours.
Incredibly blessed, honestly. Happy to be here.
It's a good one. It's
I'll
a
be
very
right-
diverse
Those
train.
gloom hands.
We're gonna hear
Wow.
this for like 4 times through this run, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah,
This is one of the longest Zelda any percents. Actually, I believe it's only dwarfed by Spirit Tracks, which is longer.
And Skyward Sword HD
Yeah.
as well.
And Skyward, yeah, I forgot about
Okay,
that one.
Yeah.
Spirit Tracks any percent is a 4-hour speed run. 4 hours and am I crazy? 17 minutes?
It's just under 4 hours. Just barely.
Oh,
The,
that's right. We got a bunch of new
Ooh.
stuff recently.
I feel
Yeah.
like the poor Skyward Sword community always gets forgotten. One of them just like woke up in a cold sweat and was like,
What?
I can sense it. Someone on Zeldathon forgot about us again.
I mean, say the same thing as well too about the DSLs. To be fair.
yeah.
Yes,
It's
that's
funny because
Absolutely.
those are the streams I probably watch the most of.
Hell yeah.
Skyward Sword and DS Zelda.
Let's freaking go.
yeah, Spirit Tracks. In defense of Spirit Tracks, it is also one of the more forgotten games of the series.
Which is a shame.
which is
It's
such
probably
a
my favorite
shame.
one. I love that game.
I think a lot of people just saw the trains and pieced out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like I will
It's
say
quite
the
a
trains
shame.
are very divisive, but the music is godlike.
Yeah, that's something we were talking about before this run too. This game, there are some good songs in the soundtrack, but this game by and large has a very repetitive soundtrack especially compared to Spirit Tracks.
And Link has become stairs.
He's downstairs. Oh, he's a great magician. How do you do it?
I am a great magician. Your clothes are red.
Wow, sir, you're incredible.
Um,
I love that movie.
I
Let's go
have-
Kung Pao.
Oh, it's my favorite.
It's one of my favorite movies too.
It feels like a instant spirit connection when someone references Kung Pao around me. I'm like, finally, someone gets it.
Honestly.
So that
My
death
people.
warp
Can
was actually
we get
to...
some Kung Pao references in Donos, please?
I would
Please
love
let me
that.
read Kung Pao jokes for the next 30 minutes. I'd be
Yes.
so happy.
Yes, please.
So that death warp was actually to skip one little cutscene that would have played at the entrance of that room in the Temple of the Ocean King. We just skipped that by dying, and then we were in the main room, so we didn't need to see it.
Yeah, right now I don't have the Phantom Hourglass. The titular Phantom Hourglass, excuse me. Actually, this time
Yes.
around. Right now I don't
Actually,
have
He said the
titular.
thing. He said the thing.
There we go. Okay. Just missing like a pixel there in that scribble. But yeah, while I don't have that, we get her on the floors going around the Temple of the Ocean King, so like I actually take advantage of that and get down like a quarter of a heart so I can death warp to the end and skip that little cutscene. Saves just a little bit of time, not a whole lot, but enough for it to matter, you know?
Oh, worth mentioning. So we're playing on English in this version, which is actually the fastest version on Wii U. This game is being played on Wii U Virtual Console, where it can be played on both Wii U Virtual Console and DS. If you're gonna play on DS, Japanese 1.0 or 1.0 is faster. And if you're on Wii U, English 1.1 is faster, because that's what's available.
There's also a few exclusive glitches and stuff in English that make it so it's actually faster in Japanese in the end. Japanese also
Yeah, I
some
would say
exclusive
it's
stuff
actually-
too that's kind of wild, but there's one trick
Japanese-
in particular that makes it just really, really fast that you'll see
And
about 2 hours into the run.
Yeah, we love frame perfect tricks about 2 hours into the run.
Yeah.
I totally
That's the
haven't
best
lost a whole
time
lot
for
of
them.
runs to them. I totally haven't lost most of my runs to that skip recently. It's fine though.
So like one thing you got to be good at with a game like this is making very quick movements on the touch screen. Because like in order to sail anywhere, like Shasta needs to very quickly draw the most optimal line straight to it. And that comes with some experience too, because some lines will get you like slamming up against islands and geometry.
Let's
and
go
stuff, so you need to
gambling!
know exactly
Aw,
where
dang
you
it.
can go, and you need to be quick with it. So that's kind of a very acquired skill that only comes from a game like this.
I love that
Oh,
alert,
and by the way,
way.
if anyone in chat is wondering, yes, jumping with the boat is necessary.
Yes.
It genuinely saves like almost 5 frames every single jump. It really adds up.
Yeah, it saves like a couple seconds at least, like per sailing section, essentially. Because like that's really the best way to translate it, I'd say. Over the course of the run, it saves
Yeah.
like over like minutes, at least a minute, probably more. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Also, we can talk about this guy right here who's like we're supposed to go to Astray and tell us about her assistant who went out like into the field here to do something, and he's actually dead. But the fact his name is KO is like so mean, honestly. Can we talk about that real quickly?
Oh my god, I never really
Hi.
made that
Why-
connection.
Why'd they do this? That's so mean.
I was debating if I should wait till later to make this confession, but I've played none of the DS Zelda games. I've just
How
watched
dare
you
you.
stream them, and I hope you can all forgive me.
It's all
Never.
good.
Sentenced to 3
In that case,
years.
you haven't done
Phantom
this right here.
Hourglass.
Yeah.
In that case, you haven't blown to the microphone like I just did right there. That's the thing I'll see me doing multiple times throughout this run.
Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah, right here, if I mark all the 3 torches on the map, so I'm gonna go do that. Right there, I already know where they are, so we're good. And then we're just gonna top actions for a while. Simple as that. Talking to her eventually opens up our way to the fire temple for first temple of the game. I actually put the wrong option in there. But yeah.
Did you tell her you're just here for vacation?
Yeah, I did on accident.
It's a, it's a
look at the
wild answer in
beautiful-
this situation.
We're just going to a volcano, you know, for vacation. As a treat.
Look at the
the
beautiful
vibes.
nothing.
We love the scenic fire temple full of green slimes and lots of fire,
Yeah.
really, you know?
Oh, you well enough. Damn. Hell yeah. Well, you know, make sure you get more sleep than I do, and that's pretty much the bare minimum.
Yeah, I almost forgot. The plot of this game, at least to start,
part
is
is I
that
can keep
we're
3
actually
hours to
chasing
work
the
everywhere
ghost ship
tonight, so,
on
like,
that
I
Tetra
know.
is imprisoned on,
That's what happens when you're a night person.
and that's kind of where the whole
Oh
story
yeah,
starts.
that's the whole start of the whole plot.
Oh, yeah.
This,
Yeah.
this follows like right at, we mentioned it was a sequel to Wind Waker. It follows like immediately after, basically, where you're just sailing with them, and then Tetra gets kidnapped. Or well, you both try and jump onto the ghost ship, and then
Yeah,
you
you
wake
just
up on an island.
fall.
Imagine just right after that fight with Ganon, she gets kidnapped. Like, oh my god.
Getting a little low in health right now, and these Tektites can randomly hurt me sometimes. They jump across the screen, so hopefully they
Yeah.
don't troll me. Okay, we're good. Nope, maybe not. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
If you really want, you can slash that. You can slash that grass. It always has a heart.
Right there, I do have to actually. Oh yeah, that's true.
I forgot about the blowing into the microphone mechanic and thought you were just like
Yeah.
giving it a kiss as thanks for not killing you.
That's
You're
indeed
like, I love you, thank you.
Can it be both?
just a little smoochy, you know, as a treat.
So we're in the first temple now, Temple of Fire.
It's
and
very
this is
scary.
It is. You can take a lot of chip damage throughout this entire dungeon. You need to be very careful.
Yeah, this is actually probably like the hardest dungeon, definitely to like not die in. Obviously, other later dungeons are harder based on like tricks and stuff, but this one, a lot of runs die here if you're just not careful.
Yeah, you can take damage from so many small sources all in a row and then can be dead like 3 rooms in.
And for the sake of marathon safety, I'll get this free heart right here as well. There's like a bunch of. Ooh.
Hello.
Hello. There's a bunch of like little. I forgot what I was gonna say. There's like some pots that like guarantee give you a heart every time. Like usually it's the start of a dungeon. Sometimes like all throughout it. Like in case of Fire Temple here, helps a lot. It's nice. This we're gonna take up here and throw out this little switch over here, so I have to go all the way around again. It avoids choo-choo as well. It was a little bit annoying. And now we're about to get one of the coolest items in this game because it's a very cool tech of the DS touchscreen and everything. That was a cool
And one of
spin
the more
slash that
broken
happened.
items.
That's false for sure too.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah. This game isn't as broken as some of your other Zelda speedruns. So like the glitches we have are a little bit more varied, but they're very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are some very cool ones that you'll see later on in this run.
We got the boomerang. We draw a line and boomerang follows that line. It's really cool. I love it.
Your line does not need to make sense either.
Yeah.
It can just you can literally draw it wherever you want, and pretty much as long as you want. There is a limit, but like it can go for a while.
And it can do some crazy stuff. Like you can have it hover in place like 3 times in one spot.
Is accuracy with your line drawing like a major time save or potential
Oh,
loss,
yes.
or does it
Absolutely.
move fast enough? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you can
Wow,
see
that's
right
interesting.
here,
There-
if you draw the line at exactly the right point, you actually can stun both of those bubbles at the exact same time and kill them very quickly.
Yeah, that fight is low-key really annoying if you don't immediately deal with them right there. Like if
Mhm.
they
There's
break
a-
off, they go all over the room and it gets really
Mhm.
hard to slash them with the boomerang again, because the only way to hit them is to slash them with the boomerang and then your sword.
There's one exactly like that again a bit later in the run in the Temple of the Ocean King that we will see where there's 4 bubbles, and if we get that exactly right, we can slash them all in one line.
Ooh, got it. Nice. Okay. That rat there
That's
spawns
nice.
randomly out of both of those holes there. I don't know when they're gonna spawn. I don't know which hole they're gonna spawn out of. I just kind of like draw a line in the middle there and hope for the best. I got a strap from Horn as well too. Shasta Horn.
Speaking of the boomerang being broken, just used it to hit a switch twice so that we could go over that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a boomerang that will
clever
come back to you and then go back and then come back to you again.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It will just go
It's
wherever you
incredible
want it to go.
technology.
It has no hitbox when it comes back, but it does have a grab box when it comes back. We do take advantage of that later on.
Yes.
Drawing a beautiful 5-pointed star.
Yeah. That's what that was.
I will honestly say, like, the touchscreen, I know the touchscreen controls get like a lot of flack from some people, but honestly, specifically with the items, it really does the items very well. Like the fact that you can draw the boomerang anywhere. Later we get bomb shoes that you can actually use in very interesting ways.
Yeah, there's a lot of really like we said, they use every part of the DS here.
There we go.
They thought of a lot of.
They thought of
Yeah.
so much. Like, it's so incredibly creative in this game. Like, look, like there's a I am layer, the hammer. They can literally just like put anywhere on the screen whenever you want to, because like CL holds it, and like you can't do that in any other Zelda game, really. It's neat. Also, by the
Decent
way,
time to Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, if anyone wants to jump scare me with donations throughout this entire run, by all means, like if I get too deep into Speedrun commentary, like by all means, I'm very down for this. I can
Now
talk
a
for
decent
hours
time to
about
read a
this
few?
game. Absolutely, go for it.
We got $7.77 from Murby that says, "Killing is bad and wrong. There should be a new, stronger word for killing, like bad wrong or badong. Yes, killing is badong, and I will stand for the opposite of killing, gnadab."
Gnadeb.
Thanks, Murby.
Classic.
We also got $7.99 from Palm that says, "It's been fun to see you run this over the past few months for world record. Good luck with the run. Happy to see this in a marathon."
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Palm.
Happy to have it in a marathon as well too. It's not really seen much at all because of the length, and also yeah, pretty much just because of the length. Honestly, it's great.
Yeah.
Though.
Because of the length and also how long it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also it's a very long game.
The duration is kind of bad.
Spitting over
Yeah,
here.
it's almost on par. Like the one of the longer games is like Twilight Princess, like 2 hours and 50 some minutes. This isn't that much longer.
This is the first fight of the game, by the way. This is Blaz. Look at the horns that the enemies have on the other screen here. And that's how I know like, where to draw my boomerang, essentially. Other than that, it's just like hoping for good luck here, and that's about it, really. One more of these, and we're good. Oh, there we go.
You're gonna notice there's a lot of boss RNG we're gonna have to contend with in these fights. This one's no exception. The way that these little guys move can be frustrating.
And also, when I can actually throw a boomerang at them, is kind of varies sometimes too. Because I can't do it immediately, but I have to wait just a little bit.
Yeah, you have to really watch and make sure that all three of them are separated from each other, because if there are two that are too close together, sometimes they can grab in the wrong order, even if you like targeted them in the right order, because the boomerang model just like contacts with the other one first.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but yeah, that was a pretty good fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was the first temple.
Now we're going over here, talk to Astrid, and then go to the Temple of the Ocean King.
Again, it will happen a few times.
Yeah. In total in this run, we visited the temple 5 times. Casually can visit like 6 times minimum, I'd say. If you want to get like both sea charts like later on in the game, like in separate visits. If you're not comfortable getting it all in one go. But we do that all in one go in
Yeah,
this run, so 5 visits total.
I think
Genuinely
the
getting
Temple of
those
the
is
Ocean
really
King
hard.
is Temple of the Ocean King is probably another major point of contention for casual players in general because it's a
I
dungeon.
think
yeah.
that's the biggest one.
Easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than touch
just having
controls.
to go back to because you basically it's a dungeon that you go back to multiple times in the run, every time with new items, and you can open up new paths. And for what it's worth, it gets a lot faster every time you go back because you get new items, open faster paths, and all that stuff. All that being said, it can be very frustrating to just keep doing the same dungeon. So I get why people don't like it.
Yeah. It's really cool though. Like in my opinion, it's one of the best Zelda dungeons, but like it's very much one where you gotta know what's going on to really appreciate it, I feel like. I do like it a lot
Yeah,
though,
it's like-
personally.
Temple of the Ocean King, I think, is a really, really good idea in that you basically have to go through a dungeon faster and faster because of all the new items you get. It's kind of Metroidvania-like in that respect.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a sucker for Metroidvania, and that sounds right up my alley.
The one thing
Yeah,
that
but
I will
it's-
give people in general about Temple of the Ocean King is that there's one point later on this run you'll see me take a shortcut through there that unlocks like about halfway through the game. There's an item after you unlock that shortcut that you get that gives you that was 3 rolls, come on game. That gives you a that gives you like a I think it's a power gem or like one of the gems for sure. And like that's needed for 100% completion of this game, and like it's very easy to just miss that one because the game warps you right past it.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, actually, with the rolls, what you just saw on the 2 screens ago or so, what's actually also a thing you have to consider is when you roll there's like this roll timer. You can only roll so many times during that timer. It's usually basically you can only roll 3 times. The 4th one will make you dizzy, but that roll timer will not reset if you go into a new room or a new screen, unless it's like a very specific screen. So what you saw there was still a roll from the previous screen that counted, and that's why it was 4 rolls.
Yeah, there's only
that
a
made any
few
sense.
specific. There are a few specific loading zones that will reset the counter, like the one that enters Temple of the Ocean King.
Yes.
But for the most part, within areas, yeah, that's not going to be the case. And so you have to plan out your movement a lot, which is actually one kind of cool thing about this game. That, you know, even with the dizzy timers, or dizzy, like the roll counter, some people don't like that as well. But at least from a speedrun perspective, it makes for a very interesting like set of movement where you have to space out your rolls properly, and it's pretty neat to me at least.
Yeah, I like it a lot personally. It makes it very fun. And like in Spirit Tracks as well, it's kind of the same deal too, but you roll a little differently in that game. In this one, you have to like, the game for some reason, the tutorial for rolling makes you like, tells you to draw small circles at the edge of the screen. It's actually really bad. Don't do that. Just do a quick like,
that's
swipe
just
back
wrong.
and forth.
The game's just wrong.
It's just wrong, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
you
what you
draw a
really
quick
wanna do
swipe
is-
like at the edge of the screen. It makes it easy.
Yeah. Like, I always try to hit the stylus into the edge of the screen.
Yeah, and in Spirit Tracks they made it a little easier, and it's just you have to double tap
Yeah.
twice on the edge of the screen. Like that's no problem. A lot easier to do that
Though-
for sure.
Though in Spirit Tracks, they also changed another thing about the rolling in that in Phantom Hourglass, you can bring up the item menu while you roll and basically change your item in the middle of a roll and not lose any time.
Which is so cool.
In Spirit Tracks, yes, it's so cool. It feels so good to pull off. In Spirit Tracks, you have to be not moving to be able to pull up the item menu.
Alright, but these are
That's why
phantoms,
that
by the
doesn't
way.
work.
We should probably talk about them a bit.
Yeah.
So these are the titular phantoms of the Hourglass.
True.
And if they hit us, we get sent back to the beginning of whatever room we're in the dungeon. But that can be to our advantage here, as we're about to see.
Kablam.
Yes.
You also
Oh,
lose
no.
30 seconds, but I think Shasta's probably going to be fast enough.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's a
Oh.
chance.
I don't know if he's good enough.
Mm,
These phantoms are terrifying when you're a child playing this game.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Just oh my god, when they get activated, it's like all hell broke loose.
Oh, they're going over here. Oh my gosh.
Oh
I've never,
what?
Oh boy.
guys.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I've done that before. I have, but like it's been a while. It's fine though. I know how to get around
That's
them at
never
least.
happened before. No, it
Alright,
has.
check this out as well too. There's a grab box, but no hurt box when the boomerang comes back towards you. So if I stand right here and do it correctly
And missed the key.
and miss the key, it'll come right towards me like this, like through the wall, and then skip half this floor. I'll be doing
Yeah.
that exact trick
So-
3 times in this run.
Huh.
And that one's really
I love
easy.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Like,
try-
there's some,
Try that at home.
You
there's
really
some
can just
weird
try that one at
collision
home.
stuff with the hook shot and death's door, and it's probably my favorite part of that speed run. So I'm very happy to see weird hook shot stuff in another, even if it is a boomerang
Yeah.
doing the weird collision. I'm still
You-
like, huh?
We do get a grappling
Speaking my
hook.
language.
We do get a grappling hook
We do
later on,
have
but like
some weird
it's not as weird, to say the least.
We do have some weird collision with the grappling hook in the Ice Temple with the new trick.
Oh, true. Yeah.
There's a lot of funny stuff with moving the camera later and how some of the items react to that.
It's great. But for now, though, right now we're trying to get these like giant Doritos here. These force gems, what they're called. We're gonna get to the very center of the room where that giant like, just you see that big purple patch there. We're trying to get all there essentially. And if we carry them normally, we move very slowly. So in my case, I'm taking the force gem, throwing it in front of me, rolling, and then moving and just keep on moving along like that.
And you might have saw us doing this with boss keys earlier. Boss keys in this game are real big and they get over your head. So instead of like carrying them all the way, we throw them, roll into it, and pick it up.
If you ever want to like make someone's day worse for like a trivia night or something, just ask them which Zelda game just call a boss key and which game is called a big key. You know the
Don't
Zelda,
do that.
even
It's
though
impossible.
it's impossible because in this game it's called the boss key, even though the key is very big and you throw it above you, it makes you move slower. But it's called the boss key. But in Wind Waker, it's like a lot tinier. And it's called the big key in that one. So you know,
Don't do this to me.
I'm so sorry.
I've played Twilight Princess like hundreds of times, and I can't even remember what they're called in that game.
There's so many different ones in that one. In Skyward Sword as well.
Skyward
yeah.
Sword, I love those ones because it's like
I do. Genuinely do, yeah.
It's like a little.
You did it. You found the Triforce.
Oh my god, that's the title of the other game.
We got the Triforce of Hourglass.
This is not Kamigami no Triforce. That was the last game.
That's the title of the other game. Yo, chat's so right. Nightmare keys are the way. Shoutouts to
yes.
LADX.
Hell yeah.
It should just be called
Yeah.
Nightmare Keys in every Zelda.
Gotta agree. Even makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
It just sounds cool. I don't know. It's very mystical, like for adventure especially.
Y'all mind if I take a second to read some stuff?
Do it.
Sweet. We do have a Baxi's donation from TKA Sony for $12.24.
Ooh, backsies.
Thank you so much for that, TKA Sony. And you know, that $12 does get TKA Sony entered for our lovely Phantom Hourglass prize pack.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Cool,
Yeah, for a $10 cumulative donation during this run, you will be entered to win
Perfect.
a Cuckoo keychain, which is very, very cute. Just a little bird friend keychain. A TV Link hat. Do I know what makes it TV? No. But it
Wow.
looks very warm and comfortable.
Gotta agree.
Some Hylian Shield fingerless gloves. Which look very fashionable, very stylish, very good for the upcoming fall.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly a fourth prize.
A fourth one.
Yeah. I don't know yet, and hopefully someone will confirm. But we have one spot that says the Nintendo Power is part of the pack, and one spot that says it's not.
I would love Nintendo Power
So
personally.
possibly
Oh
a
my God.
very cool vintage Nintendo Power
Oh.
takes
The
me back
wavering fox
to the
in
good
chat
old
is
days.
saying- The wavering fox in chat is saying that in OOT it's both labeled the boss key and the big key, and I hate that.
No.
So this
How would
is
they do
probably,
this?
This
Sorry,
is
go ahead.
probably the longest pre-dungeon section of the whole game, because we have to do a lot to make it to the next dungeon. And to start, we're here on Cannon Island. What do you think we're gonna get here?
Something can to Zelda.
The Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah,
The titular.
the titular Phantom Hourglass. Just pull up, whatever. Okay, we're not gonna do that one. That rat threw me off.
Now, I'm sadly hearing the Nintendo Power is just set dressing and not part of the prize pack.
Send it to me then.
However,
No me.
However, this falls firmly into the list of prizes that make me sad that volunteers are not eligible to win, because these gloves look really nice. I'm kind of sad I can't enter for those.
I would love those, honestly. I live now in much colder climates. I would love some very warm gloves.
So another thing you just saw was also bombs. You can actually slash the bombs, and if you're at the exact right distance, they do not hurt you. So yeah, that's also a strategy to make the bombs blow up quicker. Also, you just roll into a tree, and if you roll into a tree wrong, those 200 rupees are just gonna fall into the ocean, and you're just gonna have to deal with that. They're gone.
Mm-hmm. There
You
are
have to
backup
bonk on the
rupees,
right
but
side.
like, yeah, don't want that to happen, obviously.
Yeah. So this is Ed, though.
We hate
He's
him.
gonna sell us a cannon for an astounding 50 rupees.
He's gonna have to take it alone for that.
Yeah.
Yugi boy.
Where on
Yugi
earth did
boy.
we get 50 rupees?
Also, there's a little edge that you can walk on right behind the cannon shop there, which makes it easy to get back. Saves like a second. And now we're gonna go in the complete opposite direction.
We're gonna do two of the longer selling segments back to back, essentially, because that's how this game goes right now. I'm gonna be selling to the Northwest Sea up here. We're gonna chase after the ghost ship in a second. We'll lose the ghost ship, and then we're gonna sail down to that island there on the bottom left. So we're gonna be doing that for just a little bit. I'd say now is a good time for if anyone wants to, gain donations in. It's a perfect time for this, I would say.
Ooh.
Get him in, we'll read him. We did get that $10.08 from We Shadows. that Yugi Boy donation,
Yugi
and that
Boy.
$10.08 does enter Wii Shadows for that prize pack.
Hell
You
yeah.
too can be like Wii Shadows and make everybody in the call go Yugi Boy.
Yugi boy.
Yugi boy.
I also want to hear all these donation
Haha.
alerts in general
I
because
have
like
good news.
it's very good.
Mhm. The Nintendo Power is indeed part of the prize pack.
Let's go. You love to see it. You really
Let's
do.
go adding things to the prize pack.
Woo!
I mean, it's in the picture. It's not really adding, but let's go.
Love to see it.
That actually, that part's so cool. Like, I don't know. I miss Nintendo Power. They should bring it back. Bring back Nintendo Power.
Agreed. I know somewhere at my parents' house is just a whole box of like Nintendo Power magazines. Because like they made like a little picture if you like got a bunch in the back in the day, like on the spines. It's really sick. I think one of them had
That's how I
like
found out.
I think one of them had like Super Mario Sunshine Mario on them, for instance. That's the one I remember.
I was gonna say Nintendo Power is how I found out about this game. I remember seeing a bunch of stuff written about it up until release.
Hell yeah! It's also that's how I remember. That's how I found out about Drawn to Life as well too. And that's an underrated as hell game on DS. It's so good. And a bunch of other games as well too beyond that. That's the one I remember like specifically like seeking out from by seeing on Nintendo Power. Also, by the way, we're changing the ghost ship here, but if we go to the right here, actually ends this whole segment a little earlier. Because like they
Yeah.
want you to go to the
It's
right
actually-
all.
It's actually really funny if you really look at the ghost ship. It's actually at the exact same speed as us because it can't really. It must not be behind us, so it just pushes itself.
It's very funny, honestly.
Murby in chat is saying, if you miss Nintendo Power, subscribe to Nintendo Force magazine. It's a worthy successor.
Ooh,
Ooh.
You may need to look into that.
I guess so. Also,
Still
another thing of note as
a
well
little
too.
sucker for Nintendo.
Another thing to know as well too is that during these segments here where I'm sailing a bunch, we do get about 300 rupees for an item later in the run. So far I'm getting very good rupee luck because I got 3 red rupees so far from these enemies, but we'll see if that continues. I could just get like all hard drops to them and be very sad and cry on
How
screen.
much time save is there theoretically in good rupee RNG?
Not really any, honestly. I could also just get the green rupee from like this island here. The big green rupee here gives you 100, but like you also just can
Yeah.
just chance it here instead and just not really lose
Yeah.
time.
And there's also the item actually is a bit of a weird thing where you can actually pay a different amount depending on how loud you are.
Yeah.
And if you manage, so the lowest you can pay is 200 rupees. So if you get that, you only have to pay 200, which means Shasta's already good to go.
This was a
But-
super smart game for you to run at 1:30 in the morning your time, where you have to be as loud as possible.
That
Yeah.
was me, you know, under the sheets in my
Oh.
bed, trying to getting to that part and being like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Potentially,
This is really
That
funny.
check. Why did
potentially
you
my
do this,
only
Nintendo?
potentially my only contribution to the game is that I got it very specifically stated that you're allowed to use a can of compressed air for the salvage arm scream.
Oh god.
Because I was like, I listen, I was like, I cannot do this. I can't shout in my apartment. I need something.
I mean, that's
else.
fair, honestly.
Complete
That's
valid.
smart.
That
Compressed
attitude.
air will get it there.
So I got I use a can of compressed air to make that part work, and it works beautifully.
That's really
Is that
smart.
technically tool assisted?
You know, everybody says
Yeah.
that. Everybody
Yeah.
says that.
Wait until you hear about styluses.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just about
oh no!
Oh no, you're so right.
It's been tool
Just use
assisted
the-
the whole time, Yugi boy.
You just
Fan
gotta use
hourglass
that little
finger
thing
only,
from
let's
the
go.
compressed air cap as your
need to-
stylus.
We need to make a
Oh,
new
no.
category for that.
I think
Yeah.
we have to. That's so cursed.
Tool assisted any %.
You should just have an anything but the stylus race.
You maybe use a pen for that, but I think it'd be cheating at that point.
Yeah, that feels
Oh,
boring. You gotta
It's
use
not
something
within the spirit of
ridiculous.
with no
Stylus.
stylus %.
You gotta use something
Yeah.
that's not pointed. Like, what would be a good example actually? Hold on.
I have a bag
So,
of tortilla chips next to me. Do you think it would take input from those?
I think so.
You can
Probably,
try.
I wouldn't recommend it.
thought-
This would
the thought
destroy
of,
the
like-
DS.
I was gonna say the thought
Please
of
do
like
not
all
the
that
DS.
salt. of all the salt and chippy stuff like getting all over the screen.
Yeah, I don't know
Like
about that one.
I want to cry. Like,
So on
I have a
Melina
water
Island,
ball
we were
over here.
supposed to see. Oh. On Melina Island, we were supposed to see a map to know exactly how to get through the fog that we warped out of earlier. We don't actually look at that map. All we need to do is get the shovel, and that gives us the knowledge, I guess.
We acquire so many brain cells from that one.
Yeah. Shovels make you really smart.
It's true.
This
Go
is
to your
The Legend
go to
of
your
Zelda,
closest
the
hardware
shovel of
store.
war.
Shouts to Shovel Knight, the smartest knight
Oh,
of them
yeah.
all.
we are the Shovel Knight.
It's true.
Chat says use a Rubik's Cube, which I'm thinking like
Ooh.
maybe a 5x5 because like the corner's pretty small. You could get fairly precise input from that.
You could like
Chat also says
solve-
use a
solve
pickle.
it while you're doing the run.
Use a
That sounds like a fun
Pickle.
challenge.
Use a pickle feels like there was an implied "you coward" at the end.
And
I
so
got
this
to
is
draw
the-
like all around this formation
Yeah.
right here, around the
This
rock
is
on the
the-
right. It's over here, little circle, then back around. Then I should be allowed to go right through the fog, no problem. I can't get around this at all. This is the way the game wants us to do it, and like there's no way to skip
Yeah.
this. So
And,
yeah, I got to do optimal drawing essentially to make this work.
We were talking about money being a potential issue, but we're probably going to be pretty close to our goal of 300 by the time we leave this section. There's so many little enemies that are going to pop up in the fog here.
Yeah, I think we're good no matter what, honestly. There's might even get
Just-
the Temple of Winds, and also there's actually 20 rupees in the Temple of the Ocean King once we get there next time. And also we got a red rupee right there, so we're good. It's fine.
Yeah. It's. I can't say that I've ever come close to not having 300 rupees by the time it's time to buy the
Yeah.
Salvador.
I had happened in the run the other day. It's unfortunate.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're probably like. I was gonna say I probably pick up just a few more than you do. You probably cut as many as you possibly can out.
I pretty much only take the ones here, plus like the guaranteed ones at the cave, the one Temple of the Ocean King, like I said, and like the one the rupees on the ground right at the start of the Wind Temple.
What I used to have a lot of issues was just running out of items. There's a specific thing in our fourth visit to the
Never
Temple
good.
of the Ocean King where I just always ran out of bombs.
Oh yeah, I can see that for sure. Especially at
Yeah.
Walmart, like I definitely see it.
I think if
Yeah,
I had
it's
to
one in
pick
the second to
one
last
thing
floor.
that's just like the worst part of any speed run, it's getting to something and not having enough money.
Oh yeah.
Like if you could pick one thing I don't want to ever happen to me again. Like you get there,
Resource
you have
management
the
is so
menu
rough.
kind of like muscle memory, and you're like A up A, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
It's like, sir,
I
Are we
Sir,
gonna
please.
get beetled?
we might get beetled.
Oh, we're past beetled.
I think we're past them. You still stopping though?
Nice.
Yeah, we're good. All right, cool.
Yeah. It could just happen that beetle is right in front of us, depending on how we draw the path. And then we just have to cancel out of the dialogue with him.
You know, you don't have to worry about that if you play this between the hours of what was it, 11 p.m. and midnight on
This is true.
on Saturday and
But
Sunday.
only on weekdays. On Saturday and Sunday, it's on different times.
Oh right.
Oh yeah. So if you remember from Wind Waker, Masked Beetle, in that one he was only on Great Fish Isle. In this game, he's time-based.
He is
So,
time
like,
based. It's the worst.
I don't remember the exact times, but like on weekdays, he's like only there at night, and on weekends, he's only there in the early morning. And he
think it
gives
was
you
like
like
noon.
different items. Like he can sell you a heart container or like a courage gem and stuff like that. It's wild.
Or gold ship parts as well, if I recall.
Oh yeah, he gives you really rare ship parts.
Mm-hmm.
Makes 100% a very interesting category to run.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. That's why I haven't run 100%.
You
It's
basically
just
have to
because of that.
you basically have to set your DS clock.
You have to set to like where you would need mass beetle, and like it makes things really annoying.
Yeah,
It's like,
because it's
when
also
you gonna
it's
do-
not
like,
like
for
you
your-
can.
For your first run ever, how are you supposed to calculate when you're gonna need mass beetle after all? That's the way I see
It's
it.
like
Yeah,
it's
and-
like playing Majora's Mask in real life. You're like, oh, I need him to arrive by 3 p.m.
Exactly. Small skip right
So
there,
that
by
was
the way. We just
also a
jumped right
tiny
on top
skip
of
right there.
absurd.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah, we just jumped right on top of that fence. It just skips like one little bit of dialogue.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we're,
going-
almost to the next dungeon.
Yeah, make our way to the wind temple right now. We have to go all the way up and around in order to like get rid of the winds right in front of it. We have to go through this little
And-
section here for all these mold drums.
This section is this section can be a little bit spooky here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Look at
this is basically Dune.
This is basically Dune. Yeah, we're Paul Atreides right now.
Ooh, take a little close.
Yes.
I
We're
just
good.
saw a tweet this morning that I've been thinking of a whole lot. That is, I want to get it right. I'm gonna scroll up because I know I sent it to a friend. Tonight is my annual screening of Dune, where I show 1990s Tremors and loudly argue with everybody that they don't know what Dune is.
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, this is clearly what Dune is.
Yeah, but it's just this.
Exactly this.
Just
Yeah.
show people this and be like, I don't
These
understand.
2
This is
minutes,
literally
these
Dune.
This
2
is
minutes
Dune,
of Phantom
you're wrong.
Hourglass are Dune.
This is a
So-
bootleg of Dune Part 3. The guy's super legit. Trust.
actually. Haven't you seen Dave Bautista?
Here we are in Temple of Wind. And so Link is so powerful he can open a door through the wall there.
Yes.
Because why not? You know.
And upcoming is actually a puzzle I'm really mad at. It's a puzzle that you're supposed to use like blocks to push in front of the wind, but they just didn't remember that you could just use the boomerang. So what we could just do instead is just use a boomerang to hit that switch and both of those stupid things just turn off.
Because why not?
What?
You know.
Love it. You do
Gotta be
love to see
careful
it.
here. You can get pushed off if you're on a bad cycle with these little wind blowers.
Thankfully, our cycle is immaculate, so we're good.
Nice.
I did. This is a cool little thing right here. I like this the way we tackle this fight.
Damn.
Yeah.
Instantly
So
done.
good.
When it starts, it's over.
Oh gosh, Animal Crossing 100%. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Now it's
real-time
wild.
Animal Crossing at 100% has actually been attempted by a speedrunner named like Brian MP16. He did it over the course of a year. I think it's
An American hero.
Does he still live?
It was just like he did it over the course of a year. It was like true 100%, where it was like he has to like get every item as organically as possible.
Jesus.
That's nuts. I love that.
So that is in fact the thing.
Speedrunner is cool.
He's also
Oh.
done tons of.
Here it
Animal
is.
Crossing
New Leaf
speedruns.
100%.
Ooh.
Is this the one? The 638 hour?
No, I was
638
talking about. I was
hours.
talking about. I was talking about original Animal Crossing. That one's like 900
Oh.
hours. Again,
Oh,
he did that-
God.
Jeez.
He did that over the course of a year.
That is nuts. I love that though so much. Like I love dedication in general. Yeah, I've had like I do like a hotfix show as well called Duel of Things, where like on the GQ channel, where like and I've showed off like Animal Crossing. I think Golden Net. I think it's a Golden Net run, and like the dedication they have, all the Animal Crossing runners have to like their run, is really cool to see. Honestly, there's like
I'm
so
such
many
a
like
sucker for a
spreadsheets and
hundo
like
run.
calculators they use like to make things like work in that one. Like it's really sick.
Yeah. It's more intense than you think it is. 'Cause
Oh,
Animal
yeah.
Crossing, there's a lot of like math involved.
A lot of like hunting for like random bugs as well too. It's super sick. Almost as nice as someone
Now-
playing through all 700 DS games released in North America. Who could be doing that one?
Who would
Oh,
ever
man.
do that?
Oh, there was some sort of project for that, where you would destruct the DS library.
It's true.
We sold a Finn plushie.
Let's
Finn
go.
plushie.
Otter.
Did you know there's actually lots of merch that you can buy? Like
No.
that Finn plush, which if I did this right is on screen now. Yeah, it is. Look at that little guy.
Ooh,
Look at that cute little guy.
Look at that little guy.
Oh look, it's
Hi.
an even smaller Shasta.
Have y'all bought any merch yet?
I bought the Finn
I must
plushie.
confess I have.
I bought the Finn plushie and also the Wind Waker shirt. I'm very excited
Which shirt?
about both. The Wind Waker shirt. The one that goes like pwing pwing. That one.
Trying to remember what the actual title of that one is.
I think it's just that. I think.
Catch up in the chat, Animal Crossing run, but you have to form a genuine connection with every villager.
Yes,
Actually,
please.
very appropriate. Catch up the duck in the chat, which is
I
also a
literally-
villager from Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, no,
Maybe-
you're so right.
Maybe an hour before we were on here, I was literally using amiibo cards to put Ketchup the Duck into my new Leaf game.
Let's go, Ketchup.
That's so funny.
What
I
a-
love
what a-
that.
When
Yeah, Ketchup was actually a good friend of mine.
when New Horizons first came out, it was the first time my wife had gotten like really into a video game, and I was stoked for her and wanted to encourage this behavior. And so I stayed up until an embarrassing time of morning, just grinding resets to get the villager she wanted. And it was honestly a more rewarding video gaming experience than most games I've played.
Grinding for
Just
the tiny
because.
villagers.
It was so worth it trying to shiny hunt for a villager. It was so fun. It was like 4 a.m. and I had some like Mountain Dew and tortilla chips and was like, I'm a monster. What am I doing?
Hope she enjoyed it as well too, more anything else.
So are we gonna... One beep, or
What?
did we have one beep or 0 beeps?
I think it was 0. I couldn't really hear, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have audio.
I think usually it's 0 for me there, at least.
Yeah,
we got
because that was
bombs up,
actually
by
a
the way.
times puzzle.
Surprisingly, it is. It's very strange. Oh, please. Oh, there it is. Second try.
Nice.
I've never seen that strat before.
Oh, you've
Yeah,
not?
I always
Oh,
use
it's
the
sick.
boomerang.
Yeah, I always use
Yeah,
the boomerang,
same.
too.
Yeah, you can just do that there if you time the bomb correctly. It's very
It
tricky,
seems
honestly.
But it seems relatively consistent compared to the boomerang, honestly.
Yeah, I pretty much just like immediately slash the other switch as soon as the other one gets hit. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I can, I just immediately slash the other one. I mean, something like that.
And I believe that not only skips waiting for bombs, that also skips a tiny little cutscene that shows the puzzle.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
It's very quick.
Now we're headed into Cyclock. Cyclock? That's his name, right?
That's correct.
Yes,
yeah.
like block.
So, bombs are really good. They do more damage than your sword. They're very, very good. They do a lot of damage. They're nice. They're a very good thing.
Yeah.
We use that a lot in this fight. That's basically the TLDR of why I said that like a billion times. But yeah, 3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6. You go back up right now. The bombs are
Bombs
right
are
there.
basically the only way to one cycle
some
the
RNG
2 cycles
here.
And
by.
then right side, hopefully. Yep, perfect. Just does that. and then
Nice!
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3,
Oh,
and
you
4. He's
love
dead.
to see it.
Just like that. Perfect luck
Yeah.
there too.
Sometimes Cyclock can do this attack where it just kind of flies down at you and spawns a few other tornadoes, and it's invulnerable from the bomb attack during that.
Yeah.
So it just wastes time.
On a side note as well too, I see the pre-order for the Finn plushie in chat. Please get the plushie. Oh my god, I want honor. That's all I have to say right now.
Can
Also,
we...
if I recall
Chad.
correctly too, I know merch orders in general also do a kickback later on for donations for the stream. I think it's like $5 for each one. Is that
I
correct?
believe it's 5 each. Yes, $5 of every product goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
If
And
I
that is every product.
yeah, exactly.
But you should order the Finn plush.
Please do.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can we
Very
get
important.
halfway? So they need 200. 200 is the goal. 200 the game. I believe it's like, yeah, the product is only produced if 200 orders go through. Can we get
Oh.
100 by the end of this run?
Are you telling me we're not even halfway there? Are you kidding me? What?
No.
That's so sad. That
No.
plushie is adorable.
We have until September 15th, to be fair.
Oh,
That is true, that
According
is true.
to chat, apparently the plushie does not support the charity.
Oh,
Except the plushie. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that goes directly towards Zeldathon in that case, which is cool. More marathon is good.
All right, so we're at the Uncharted Island here. This is I don't know if I found this casually or not. I don't think I did. There's a really, really terrible puzzle here that luckily we always know the answer to, but it's just an absolute nightmare for casual players.
It's not too bad,
Actually,
honestly.
I thought it was pretty cool. As a
I think
kid.
it's cool
Yeah,
as
I
hell,
honestly,
honestly.
I honestly
I-
really like.
I did not know about it for a very long time, and it took me a while to get it.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Finding it is hard, but like honestly, the fact that you just map out an entire island for a puzzle, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's honestly
that-
really, really sick.
That's the way you're supposed to do it. So this whole island makes like the shape of a whale or something.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like here's
And,
the little spray right here, for instance. Gotta hit this one right now. We're going down to the fin, get the fin plush, and then we're going to the eyeball here after that.
Chat's
trying to
killing
build
me
a
with
here.
the
Ooh, also donation too.
Finn does not support the charity. Like, oh, sorry. That's on him, I guess. but you should.
You should. Agreed.
Be better than Finn.
Be better than
I'm sorry.
Impossible. He's too cute. Look at that little face.
Guy is
Kidding
so
me?
adorable.
So we're about to get an item called the Cyclone Slate, not the Frog Compass. I've been called out on this before because it's called the Frog Compass in German.
Also, I love the Cyclone King's
That's a
design.
significantly better name, to be fair.
I love this guy's
Yes.
design. It's like a little mustache. It's like a little tuft of wind. Beautiful. Oh,
Zelda
Yeah.
Frog Appreciation.
also has an Audi for some
Yes.
reason.
Shoutouts
I
to
don't know
the
why
ones
they
in
added it.
Ocarina of Time where you play the song.
Oh yes, those are great.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out that the Cyclone Slate here looks like a Game Boy Advance cartridge.
It does.
Oh, you're
That is
right.
such
Oh
a
my
good
God.
detail.
I think that was intentional, personally, given how much this game celebrates the DS.
Yes, in fact, there is actually an island in the southeastern sea that's just called DS Island.
Mhm.
DEESS Island, and
It's
it just looks
beautiful.
like a DS.
We'll not be seeing it during the run, but trust me, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exclusively a minigame island.
Yeah.
It's got like
It's a
this
fun
cool.
one.
Yeah, it's like this got this Goron. Like you play as a Goron and you like roll around the track. It's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool side content in this game that we're
Mhm.
not gonna see in this run, of course, but like, it's
Yeah.
it's worth exploring on your own for sure. This game's a lot of fun.
So what the Cyclone Slate does is that there's these golden frogs on the ocean that you can
Yeah.
shoot with your cannon. If you do, they're like, "Oh, that hurt.
There we go.
Do you want to warp?" They
So-
basically give you a little symbol that you could draw on the Cyclone Slate that will make you able to warp to this exact location in the future.
And now we're gonna just saving quick. This Swan's is really close to the island we just went to. Save just a little bit of time and movement. There's a little file as well too, if you got our file name. Now we go straight to the Temple of the Ocean King. All of what we just did there, by the way, is not something we need to do after the Wind Temple. It just saves us a lot of time throughout the run to have the Cyclone Slate, be able to warp everywhere instead of having to just, drive our ship everywhere.
Yep, it is technically optional, and I have definitely heard people complain about the game that it took forever to sail, and it's like, well, you could have found the Cyclone Slate. I assume
Yeah.
they just didn't.
Probably not. Which is unfortunate. It's a really cool item. It is what it is. It is optional at the end of the day.
So I'm trying really hard to figure out the Japanese name of the Cyclone Slate because so it's
What is this?
so
Okay.
it's like frog. It's
Okay.
kind of no Rashinban, but it's like frog, and then Rashin, but like that spelling is only used for like sports teams, like
Oh.
racing, like racing, whatever, like football club, or like actual racing clubs, like Racing de Ferrol or Racing de Montevideo, and then the kanji that you use for like a shogi board.
Huh.
Oh.
So it's like racing board of frog.
So what
but
you're saying is that
Interesting.
Frog
very
Compass is
specific. so one, German is right. Congrats.
right. Cool.
Two.
Thank you.
What? I have so many questions.
I'm
My-
assuming
okay,
there's
so-
some
I'm very DS
Weird.
pilled, and the first thing that came to mind was Crazy Frog Racer for Nintendo DS. I don't know why.
So as you just saw there, now that we have bombs, we can just bomb that part of the wall and just do this whole floor way faster. We will
Yeah.
not do the next floor faster because we just used the glitch.
Yeah, we'll do the funny right here. Essentially, once again, we do this floor exact same way 3 times in the run. So like this is the second time we're
Yeah.
doing it like this.
But yes, if you were to play this casually without glitches, the bombs would speed this up tremendously.
How am I missing this? What the heck? There we go. I don't know why that
I feel
missed.
like
That's
I've
weird.
seen this before.
Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Hmm.
even worry
This
about
is the
it.
first time we've done this. What are you talking
We got
about?
another Finn plushie order.
Yes.
Oh my
You're my he-
god!
Whoever did that
The
is my
counter went
hero.
up to 91.
91.
Let's go 91.
Let's go.
Can we get to 100 by the end of this run?
I believe
would
in
love
that
this.
dream.
I
There's
really
so
wanna
many
get
people
there.
in chat, and they know in their hearts that they want a Finn plushie.
I know I want a Finn plushie. That's why I ordered one.
Should we
Yes.
girl math this Finn plushie for people in case
Yes.
they're concerned about the cost? Because, I mean, I don't know. My first thought is like, how many times am I going to hug this little guy?
Oh, a
'Cause this is a
lot.
great little guy.
Such a
So
little
let's
guy.
say like, how many hugs average person per year, right?
That's at least 2 per day.
People hug others an average of 6 times a day. Okay.
Wow.
So like 6 times 365. That's like 2,190 times a year
It's a lot.
on
of
average that you hug stuff, right?
Hmm.
So that's like what? $40 for a Finn plush. We're looking at like 1 cent. Like less than a cent per hug per year.
Insane value.
That's an incredible investment.
I gotta agree, honestly. There's so much value in that.
Interesting. Chat says Rashinban comes from a type of compass. So it is
Oh.
frog
Yeah,
compass.
frog compass.
That's really
Oh, heck,
weird.
English.
Why is it spelled? Why is it spelled half in katakana? In the
So yeah,
Damn, that's
Japanese kind
interesting.
of sometimes will do that. Like if you've played, let's say Wind Waker in Japanese, if you get to Beetle, Beetle speaks entirely in katakana.
just for
and-
fun.
And sometimes they will do the Japanese language will do this to just like make it to emphasize like a different accent or a different like or like a more
Yeah, I was about to ask, are they trying to
like
make
a
him sound
foreign
foreign
accent
by
kind of
using the
thing.
foreign typeface?
Yeah, something like that,
Mhm.
or maybe in Beetle's case, just very excited and goofy, or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, so I'm
interesting because
assuming the
I've
case-
seen it.
it's the case here.
I've seen it
Nice.
used
First try.
for like full words, but not half a word before. I think that's what threw me off.
Mhm.
Is the first half of compass is katakana, and
Well,
then
actually,
the
so
second
the word,
part
the word
is not.
in this case, the word rashin is compass, and then the ban is actually just it.
So it's like a compass
the-
board.
Yeah, the ban, that kanji can also mean like plate or platter or something along those lines. So it's kind of a, what do you call that? Like a compound word.
That was a beautiful floor 4, by the way. I just want to say that real fast.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go.
was.
That went perfectly. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. There we go. Bam. So on the last floor there's enemies spawn called Phantom Eyes. If they catch you, they will immediately lure a phantom to your location. And that's especially because a problem later when warp phantoms exist, but right now it just makes these blue phantoms come right towards you. Well, in this
In
case,
some
I'm able to
rooms,
avoid
you will also spawn another one.
Finn plushies.
92. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go 92. I'll
go.
even sing a little song for every
There
Finn
we go.
plushie.
But yeah,
I really-
in some floors of the temple, a phantom eye, if it spots you, will actually spawn another phantom that you have to contend with.
In the case of floor 4 right there, I avoided both Phantom Eyes, so then spawned another Phantom at all, which saved me like 10 seconds or something. The cutscene's pretty long.
Yeah.
I'm a beautiful floor 4? Aw, thank you. No, you.
So in this floor, you're also supposed to read all of those like stone tablets and figure out that you have to draw this hourglass. But we can just do it.
Also,
Beautiful
Because
hourglass.
why
I
not?
feel like if I walked up to a door and it was like, draw something here, my first thought would be an hourglass.
Also, this puzzle
It
right
is
here.
Because that's what
Titular.
the whole game is about.
This puzzle right here, by the way, is one that a lot of people would not solve unless they put on your DS and walked away. Because normally you have to like close your DS on top of each other to imprint the stamp on the very top of the screen onto the bottom of the screen, which is really cool and clever. And one of the game I know of on DS does that. Shout out to Trace Memory. It's very good. In case of me playing on Wii
How did
VC,
they
though,
do that on VU?
yeah, I was gonna say right
Yes,
now.
VC.
In my case, all you have to do is put your DS in the sleep mode, and it'll do that. So
Yeah.
I just pull out the home menu and we're good.
Yeah, because that on this game simulates sleep mode.
Chat.
Draw
with
the cool
draw the
S.
cool S.
Yeah.
I would love to draw the cool S in the door.
Oh my god.
Someone
so
made
there's-
that joke in my other shift too, because Bassoon was teaching us how to read Trunic, and someone was like, "This is just the cool S with more lines."
Honestly,
How is the cool S
honestly,
coming up in all my shit?
So there's
rules.
currently a bit of a reverse engineering effort being done in our Discord for Phantom Hourglass, and I would
Yes.
honestly love it. The randomizer that comes out of it could randomize the symbol you have to draw to be the cool S.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
You get all kinds of cool stuff you'd have to draw. I agree with that. But then you'd have to do the puzzles and not just run up and. Or I guess if it was from a small enough pool, just
There we
run
go.
up and start drawing stuff.
Yeah.
By the way,
At
here's the
what
part of the run
point
where I have to
does the
like.
joke become better?
Here's the part of the run, by the way, where I have to like go to Edo and like yell into the microphone. In this case, I'm gonna try to not do that. I probably will if like things go wrong, I guess. But yeah, I can also just tap on the microphone on the gamepad itself, which I'm doing right here to hopefully make him give it to me like first try for good price. He has like
Yeah,
4 random
so-
prices. It's either 200, 300, 1,000, or he just won't sell it to you. Hoping for
Yeah.
200 or 300 in this case.
Yeah, we don't want 1,000.
Oh come on, I hate you.
That was so quiet, Chasta. How dare you?
So quiet he won't even sell
There
it
we
to
go,
you, that's
second try.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know what would have helped you? A can of compressed air.
It probably would have, honestly. I have one across the room. I could have gotten that for this.
Wow.
I would hope you have some in your
I do.
stream room. It's a valuable thing to have sitting around.
Yeah, I do own a computer. Fun facts. Isn't that neat?
Wait, what?
I do.
So now we're gonna salvage. This is a minigame that you can usually play over and over in this game to get treasure from that is sunk into the bottom of the ocean. This is the only time that's actually required. It's a nice little minigame. But we will use the salvage arm one more time during this run, but not to actually get anything.
Mm-hmm. It's really funny. Again, shout out to the English version of the game having an exclusive glitch that saves a heck of a time later on.
And,
For now,
and
we gotta do
activating the
this.
salvage arm, or like right as you get on top of the little crest there, stops like some extra text from Lineback where he's like, maybe we should try using the salvage arm.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, you've been skipping it for so long, you forgot it was there.
Yeah, for real.
But I remember.
You remember.
It's technically a skip. Even
That's
if
the
you don't
best when
remember
you
it.
like don't play part of a game because of the speed run so much, and then you're watching someone like play casually, and you're like, "Oh yeah!"
Yeah, like, I mean, I could not tell you right now exactly how the third floor of the Temple of the Ocean King worked anymore. I just boomerang clip.
I had a friend who was doing a casual playthrough of
Oh, it's a train. Train.
Yay!
Tis the hour on the hour.
Oh no.
Well, a lot of fins. In
Look at that fin! Look at that fin!
Oh, it's so many.
Bara?
That's a.
Two Ravios.
It's hard to
Ooh.
see.
Are we getting a bingo? Love the my.
Shout out to
Beautiful.
Rabio.
Beautiful.
A Link Between Worlds is an awesome 3DS game.
Yeah,
It really
You know,
is. I love that
I'm
game.
told.
not gonna lie, my favorite Zelda.
It's so good.
Link Between Worlds?
Yeah.
Oh my god, same.
Yes.
I love that game so much.
It's so good.
So
Yeah,
fun.
they initially were gonna just remake A Link to the Past, and they're like, you know what? Why not just make something new?
Why
And
not just
they-
make it much better?
What if we just made it better and actually fun?
Actually fun.
Ooh.
Damn.
That-
Okay.
Fighting words,
Right,
fighting
right.
words, but I appreciate it.
I think that Link Between Worlds was the right before Breath of the Wild. It was the start of them experimenting with non-linearity after
Yes.
hyper-linearity.
I honestly I really love exactly the way that Link Between Worlds does non-linearity. Oh man, you just got chat all the
No,
all
I
stacked
figured
against
that's how
you.
the chat would look. Whoa.
Yeah. I think you're about to get cancelled.
If you want to cancel Happy by 3, get a donation in. They have to read it.
Yes.
All right, so we can't just get into the island. There's this giant eye in the way.
Oh no.
What is this thing called?
I
I
forget.
completely forget.
Big Eye Plant, I believe.
I think it's
Something
just
like
called the. I know it's just called the Big Eye.
I don't
It's a
think
No.
giant eye.
I'm not sure if
In
it's called
some
the Big
games
Eye.
it's
I
called
think
the
it's
Big Eye, but in
Plant.
other games it's called the Boss Eye.
I
Oh,
think
no.
okay.
And in
I think it's called
LADX it's called the Nightmare Eye.
Go away.
Alright,
Leave.
Zelda Wiki, save me.
Save me,
Zelda
Zelda
Dungeon
Wiki.
Wiki.
I have no idea
Okay,
in this
Big Eye
case.
Plant. You're right. It's called Big Eye Plant, and then later on
Yes.
we get the Massive Eye, which is a giant.
Yes,
We hate
whale.
Massive Eye.
which
We
is a
hate
massive heck,
Eye.
actually.
He's a massive pain in the butt.
Yeah. Massive duty face. Got him.
Yeah,
Don't like Massive Eye at all.
yeah. It's basically a very, very random fight, and you have barely any control over it.
This one, however,
You can't even
we
do
did-
that thing without damage, basically. It
Yeah.
sucks.
This one, however, is actually RNG manipulated. Every time he shoots, I move. Every time he stops shooting, I stop moving. And he was going to give me extra attacks here, and we just kill him.
As long as you're moving by the third shot, he won't do any more shots.
Yes, that's also my whole strategy
Damn.
to go by it. It's it's a tiniest bit inconsistent. Like 90% of the time, that works for me.
Interesting.
And shovel, and bam. How I know that was there? Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Catch up.
there's an interesting puzzle that you can do there where you have to find, I think it's 4 different stone tablets and read them,
Yeah.
and then you kind of mark down where they are in your map and then draw a line between them to mark an X on the map, and at that point is right in front of that tree.
Speaking of trees, by
And
the way.
that is actually where we were supposed to see the map to know where we have to go to the ghost ship, and that's where you see the sun key door, which is why we're supposed to know about it at this point. Also, we're
Tree
coming
clip.
up on a trick that might not exist.
Yeah,
Will it
will exist? It will! There it is!
It exists!
exists!
Yes!
Let's go!
No, this is a little glitch that was found by someone casually playing the game. Basically, sometimes you could just run through those trees, but only sometimes.
Only
We
sometimes.
have no clue why it sometimes doesn't work.
I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I tested it a lot. I don't know why it's the case. It's just
It's
Sometimes it works.
completely random.
Yeah,
it's gotta be like a
saves,
DS clock
what
thing.
is
Like
it?
I don't know how else to explain it honestly. I really don't
saves
know.
like 10 seconds or something.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
like 5-10 seconds or something like that. Just instead
Yeah.
of going all around the
Somebody-
So
screen.
stupid.
If anyone's hanging in chat who is the kind of person who likes glitch hunting, 1, thank you for your service, and 2, get on that, because 10 seconds
Yeah.
feels massive for like. That'd be nice to find a way to get that consistent.
I mean,
Mhm.
for
for a
trick
3-hour
that's this
run.
simple, especially like
Yeah, it's just weird. That's what bugs me. We just have no idea why it doesn't work.
It's
That's
so
what bugs me.
strange. Because like sometimes you enter the room and it works. Sometimes you enter the room and it doesn't. It's not even just like
But
a
there's
thing
a
where you
temple of
refresh the room or
courage.
anything. It's just like sometimes it just exists in your file and sometimes it doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It's so weird.
So weird. This is
Maybe-
a temple of
maybe
courage.
Yeah, the
maybe
temple
that's one
of
of the thing that gets that gets randomized at the start of every file, like the prices.
oh god.
We have
Yeah.
been playing Zelda. We have been playing Phantom Hourglass Randomizer this whole time.
Apparently,
We just didn't know.
it now
So yeah,
exists.
this is the Temple of Courage. This is basically
Courage.
a trap-themed dungeon. Yeah, I honestly really like trap-themed dungeons, and I like this one as well. What this becomes in the speedrun, though, is more like a damage boost themed dungeon.
Damage
We
boost
get
and
like
auto
5
scroller.
damage boosts. Yeah.
Yeah, there's be a lot of these platforms here. You have to like just wait around for a while. And there's also a lot of places where I damage boost later on too.
Yeah.
It's not my. It's I think my least favorite dungeon in the entire game. Honestly, I'm not a fan of it.
Wow.
It's
I
got
don't
some
like it
annoying
very
parts.
Yeah, I would kind of agree. I think.
Yeah, plus also the boss too is like one of these bosses in the game, and if you know what you're doing, I know what I'm doing
Speaking
in
of
this
the
case.
boss, though, Shasta, will you be doing Swag Arrow just for the meme?
I could try it.
Let's go.
I got this. Speaking of cool
Hello,
things,
What's
Raiders.
So
by
in
the
order to
by.
Ooh,
attack,
Raiders.
in
hello
order to
Raiders.
attack
Raiders.
a Pole's voice in this game, you have to make a loud noise into the microphone so that they get scared, and then you kill them while they're cowering in fear.
It's great. It
Yeah,
one shot
it's a
kills them.
reference to the first Zelda on Famicom, where you actually had to speak into the second controller's mic to kill the Pulse voices in that game.
which is really cool as well.
I forgot you could do that. Yeah, that's a really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, you can also play the ocarina in Link's Awakening to compose voices in that game.
Wow, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's not very well known.
Those big bunnies just hate noise. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, look at their ears.
They're like the Grinch or something. They hate the noise, noise, noise. You know.
Y'all have a second to chat about some stuff?
Absolutely, go for it.
Great, because we have some incredible merchandise.
Yes, please.
We've got this Celestial Wizrow.
Oh, that's sick.
Isn't that so cool?
That is
Yeah, and all of
amazing.
this different art, you can get all kinds of stuff with it. So you can get a t-shirt, obviously. You see that t-shirt right there. But
Oh,
I
beautiful.
got myself a journal with this beautiful Zelda's mood board art on it.
Ooh,
Super
that's
cool
great.
little vibesy journal art.
Yeah.
You can also get I know there's a blanket. I've seen the blanket with this logo on it floating around in the in-person couch. You can also get this logo as a little pin if you're into that sort of thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool way, honestly, that they do the merch, that like all of the art is available on several things. So if you're like, ooh, I really like that, but I don't need more t-shirts in my life, you have options.
That's honestly
You
really
always need more
nice.
Yeah.
t-shirts in your life.
Yeah, I know my girlfriend is like always like, oh, I wish I could get that art, but I have too many t-shirts.
I killed 9 Otroks in this room really quickly and make a cycle afterwards.
Yeah, you gotta be
Just like
John
that.
Wick here.
You really do. Thankfully, it
not-
should be fine. I only
And
missed
then you're
one
gonna
shot.
just be killed by keys.
No, don't say that.
I'm
it's
trying to like
me.
I'm trying to anti-jinx it.
Yeah, so I can,
Oh,
I get
yeah.
knocked off this platform by a Keese, and it's completely random,
Yeah.
and it makes me very sad. Thankfully, today we're good. I double killed them. So that's very
Nice.
Got a nice kill-tacular right there, you know?
Oh, guess what? This Temple of Courage. Time for another for another damage boost.
More D-boost, let's go. Another one right here, too. Don't mind if I do. Right through there, no problem. Then we gotta wait here in this room for a while.
This is the waiting room right here.
It really is.
Yeah.
We're just massive chilling.
Fun.
Perfect time for people to donate. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You could even donate $10, like Motorcycle Girl, who said, oops, I took a mini nap and missed the start of this. Phantom Hourglass.
Be sure
Yeah.
to not take another mini nap because relatively soon we're actually coming up on all of the interesting glitches of this run.
Yeah, this runs primarily glitches for the first half of it,
it's
and then
glitch
gets
time.
like completely broken open like in the second half.
Yeah.
And like, what's interesting is that the first half has a very like kind of set path you have to follow, whereas the second path is a little more. Second part of the game is a little more non-linear, so the route kind of starts to explode from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the game definitely like tries to railroad you to do a very specific dungeon order, but you could just not. You could just not do it.
Just not do it at all. Just
yeah, like
go wherever you want.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you can do the Spirit Temple before the Shadow Temple in Ocarina of Time. You probably aren't going to, but it is possible.
Yeah, dude, you totally can.
It's my understanding you can basically do any temple whenever you want in Ocarina of Time at this point.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, I
glitch-
mean,
without
yeah,
glitches.
but
With glitches, you don't need. You can literally just like.
Beat the
I
game.
mean, can't you like 100% that game? Quote in quotation marks, 100% the game in like 20 minutes.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Probably.
probably
I
at
wonder-
this point.
I'm sure this has already been done because it's the OOT community and they've done everything. But that'd be really fun to do like a random dungeon order for a marathon.
That'd be
Oh.
neat.
Just like
Wait, you mean
spin a
like?
weel and you
the
have
game-
to.
Oh,
I thought-
that's a good idea.
I thought you were
Actually.
just talking about like an entrance rando for a second. I was like, you mean like randomizing?
No. Like, because I assume from any point, like that game's broken enough you can enter any temple at any time, right? So you could totally just like spin a wheel, and if it says water temple, it's like great. You have to go finish the water temple first.
That's actually really good. I
I
like
love
that.
that.
Yeah, that almost reminds me of just like, the bingos that people do. That it's not necessarily with all dungeons, but you
Let's see
would
if that hit.
probably have to just like route
Oh,
on the
let's see,
fly to
yeah.
figure
So-
I
out.
think I might have done it
He
early.
shot an. So yeah, he just shot an arrow before going into the boss room. Let's see if this immediately hits Craig.
Come on. I think it did.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
that. Yes, it did.
I can't
It's
even
not
see him.
faster, but it is very funny.
It's very, very funny.
Yeah.
So, this is a pretty simple boss. Just get him to shield now, and then just do 3 hits, and then get him to shield, and do 3 hits, and then get him to shield, and you'll never guess what we
Do
do.
one hit.
Another hit.
and-
3 hits?
Yeah, it's actually not 3 hits.
It's
So
only
you will
one.
actually never guess it.
Yeah, so
Dang.
there's like a whole phase of this fight that we kind of skipped here because
Yeah.
if you don't immediately, or if you take too long in that first phase and don't like hit all of the purple orbs on the side, Crake will like turn invisible, and then the top screen will change to Crake's point of view, and then you have to kind of figure out where Crake is from that point of view.
Yeah,
really
it's actually
cool.
really cool,
Concept.
but we just skip it because he always starts in the same position, and we can't just break every single one of the purple bits in one.
Yep.
All I'm saying is if they made another like DS in the future of 2 screens, if they, like had another DS Zelda with a boss similar to that, just turn the boss around. just turn them around so they don't get shot from an arrow immediately. That's a cool idea,
Or
but
just
we just
turn
do
it
that.
invisible immediately.
That too, yeah.
So this is random, I just like pointing it out. There's a character on Molita Island that's officially called Potato. It's in
I
Zelda
know this.
Encyclopedia.
That rules.
The woman in yellow, like, that we didn't actually see her, but she's like at the south of the island. Her name's Potato.
That's so funny.
And, now we've got to fight Jolene.
Yes.
She just
from
kind of
the
randomly
song.
appears right here. I kind of abstract her because like we want to wait for her to do a wipe attack. I have a kind of a pseudo strat here to make her do that a little faster. I do like 4 hits like that, and then she should do that. There we go. And then I do like 1 hits, and then she should go here. Nope. Maybe. As soon as she like swings her sword, though, I try to hit her immediately to put her into a different part of the fight. That's the idea here. There we go. Took a little longer than normal, but I labbed that one out like a couple weeks ago, and like that strategy's been really good for me since then. Otherwise, the fight is pretty random in general.
Yeah, for context, the strat before, it was to basically just keep mashing tap until Jolene does the slash attack, to kind of keep re-rolling the RNG. But it definitely made for some very unlucky fights. For example, my PB, or my best time, lost about 2 minutes there.
Yeah, that fight's really unfortunate, like for the other strat, because just kind of hoping that she just like steps back and like it doesn't work every single time. But in this case, we're kind of rolling her luck a little bit to make it so she'll eventually do that. And the way I do it there, it's been like it's not consistent, but it can be consistent where she just like immediately rolls like charges up, one swing, immediately charges up again. It's nice.
By the way, since someone in chat pointed it out, one constant threat in this run is the mailbox. You never want to run into the mailbox except at the very end, because there's actually only one letter you really need to get in the whole game, and any other letter is just lost time.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, like I know how to get around it pretty easily, but like that is one thing that you could just lose a lot of time on is the mailbox.
Yeah, there's genuinely mailbox strats for every single island, essentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just ways to avoid. You might have seen it back on Cannon Islands.
Oh my
Shasta,
God,
hugs
there it
the
is.
bottom of the-
Nice!
Wow.
Oh my god, that was
What?
insanely good.
That was the best luck you can get, I think.
That is the best I can
Wow.
get. Yeah.
Is that gold?
It was not
especially
because
since I run
Jolene.
recently, where you had to where you chase after it. That was insane.
That was just the best luck you can get
So
possibly
yeah,
for that
where
fight.
that
was...
thing spawns is random. That was just insanely good luck.
It goes around in a circle in that corner of the map, and like there's in the bottom right of the circle where we were, so like that was perfect. Incredible stuff. You never see that, by the way. Just for the record, you never see that ever.
Yeah, that's never happened before. Haha, funny phrase. By the way, these are Poes, believe it or not, because
like
I don't
them.
believe it.
Because I sure don't believe.
So
This game has some
the ghost ship-
funky enemy design, to say at least. for
Yeah,
some
there's
standard
weird
Zelda
whiz
enemies.
ropes later that have like scythes.
So
That's
the
great.
ghost ship is inhabited by what appears to be some young women named the Cubis sisters,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very innocent and are not harmful.
Not at all. No.
and they're
Yeah.
very scared of spiders. This
That
is
is
a
true.
Yes,
huge-
which is valid.
huge- This is a huge plot point that we're gonna need. I need everybody to understand. They are scared of spiders.
They are
hate
they
so
walk-
scared.
They walk through fire and ghosts, but they're scared of spiders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
rats also don't matter. It's just spiders.
All right,
Fantastic.
so why this is important is that Shasta's about to go talk to a Cubis sister here, one of 3 that is lost in this ghost ship. We need to bring them back, but if they see a spider, they'll eek, which hopefully we don't have to see what that looks like.
Hopefully.
And if they eek, they'll get too scared, and we got to go run and talk to them again. So
Come on.
we have to kill the spiders before they activate the eek. But it's funny because they kill them right in front of them.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's literally in their view.
Is there
There's also-
is there a high possibility of an eek happening?
If I
It's-
mess up, if I totally
Depends.
beef it,
Yeah.
We're trying to do
like-
this eekless.
yeah.
Yes.
Don't want a single eek
That's
right
my
here.
favorite romantic comedy.
Eekless in
Doing
Seattle.
eekless.
Eekless and Seattle.
God damn it.
Me too. Me too.
Is
I'm
that what
changing-
it takes?
I'm
Is
changing
that what it
my,
takes, guys?
I'm
Just
changing
off
my
the
ghost ship
Seattle?
split to that.
I'm honored. Truly an
So
honor.
so these are, I believe, replaying.
Replays,
What
yes.
they're called? Yeah, they're basically phantoms, except
Not-
they can look and walk through walls.
They're totally not phantoms.
Totally not.
Yeah.
Walk through walls,
Um,
disappear, and fly.
Yes. And basically, what she also is about to tell us, I believe, is that it's very dangerous to shoot them in the back, because when you shoot them in the back, you stun them and you can actually just run past them.
No, it's just a very rude thing to do, is
Ooh.
what they say.
Yeah,
It's-
it's
it's a
very,
very
very
chat-
good.
Chat is wondering if eek will become a secret sound. So I guess my question
Honestly-
is there a sound that happens?
Yes.
She goes
There
like,
is a sound.
Yes, there is.
And it's yeah, and it's
Awful.
very specific too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Well,
only in
if
this place.
Somebody
somebody's
secret
got
sound.
If somebody can find it.
if somebody wants to pop that into the court,
Could be a
we
thing.
can court can be in session.
Ideally, I don't want that to happen, but like, if it happens,
Oh my
you'll know.
god, could you imagine that being a secret sound and the next Phantom Hourglass run, someone just plays that in the ghost ship?
Oh gosh,
No!
just randomly.
That would be cruel.
Oh, that's
I would
so
love that.
mean. It's like, I killed the spider, what?
So this pulley puzzle right here, the numbers that are assigned to the individual parts of the pulleys are actually like different than how they actually line up in real life. It's really goofy to remember this one.
2, 4,
Yeah,
5, 1,
so
3
the
is what I-
actual
is what I
num-
do it.
Yeah, the actual number it gives you is 24513, but that isn't really intuitive. It's supposed to be you write down those numbers in that order, and then those are labels for the levers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super intuitive, but that is how it works.
I always forget it. Every time I come back to this game, I have to relearn the pulley order. I won't lie.
I did for a while too, as well. Don't worry.
Every single time, without fail, I forget it. That's like the pulleys are maybe the one thing I forget the most in this game because those are just like you just need to know, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Got that cool gamer knowledge.
Yeah,
Sounds
this-
dangerous for me because I have like the most confident dyscalculia where like somebody like if I'm joining a multiplayer game, someone will be like, the lobby code is 11222, and with absolute confidence, I will put in like 21221. They're like, oh,
geez,
and yet no. And yet-
Oh man, I should actually start making my lobby codes 24513.
No. I might need to do that
Yeah,
too.
the
as well,
confidence
actually.
with which I would put in like 25134 and be like, wasn't all working.
Please
I
correct
literally
this.
just put in what you just said.
I'll send you a donation, by the way, if you want to read it like right now.
We did. We got $10
Yeah.
from Ketchup T Duck.
Ooh.
It says
Oh,
shout
hi,
out to
Ketchup.
Potato. Let's go Potato.
Nice.
Let's go Potato.
Yeah,
We
shout
love
out to
Potato.
Potato from Ketchup.
I will say I love a potato with some ketchup. As long as
I-
the
go well
potato is
together,
like
especially-
fried.
I don't like
Yeah,
ketchup.
when it's fried.
You know what?
Yeah,
But I like ketchup the duck.
Depends on the ketchup.
I like
Yeah.
RNG.
Are we
I
about to get some?
disagree.
You love
Oh,
this
yes.
fight.
Oh no, this fight is all luck. It's the worst fight in the game.
Oh my god, this fight.
All right,
So,
so Shasta, do you want to explain like what the dealio is?
I'll do my best. Okay, so the red Cubist sister here, completely set in stone. They're gonna do 2 attacks immediately right here, no problem. And then they'll die. No issues at all there. Then we get to
Yeah,
when
that's
we get to
fine.
the final 3 though. That's when things get all zany and goofy and not very fun, and just very very random in general. So they're gonna do volleys between each other for like this little energy ball is saying back at me. How many volleys they do is random. How many times they do it is random. How far apart they are is also random too. Who gets hit is random. If I get an extra hits on one of them, because once it gets down to 1, they get all their health back, plus go to 3 health. I get an extra cycle if that happens there. If the extra one just gets hit for some reason. Also, you can get blue balls
And
too, like in Link to the Past.
Yes.
So,
Oh.
and Link's
Oh,
Awakening. So
man.
it's a lot of
Now-
luck that adds up, to say at least. This is a terrible fight.
now
Being
in an
said,
average fight, there's like maybe 1 blue ball. Recently, Shasta had one. No shot, like 10 blue balls.
It was straight up 10 blue balls. 6 in a
row. It was insane.
Yeah.
It's like at
It
that point you know
usually
you're gonna
happens
reset, but
once.
you have to see how many you get.
Mm-hmm.
We don't.
Like you gotta finish the fight first.
We need
Please,
the.
quickly. Come on.
We need
I
blue guy to get hit. We want blue guy to get hit. So we're gonna.
Yeah.
Still extra cycle.
Extra cycle here then. That being said, Isaku's been really fast actually, so it might still be okay. No. Never mind.
Well,
You spoke way too soon.
Me
Yeah,
saying things out
why
loud.
did you speak?
I don't
Never
know.
speak?
You commentator cursed yourself.
I really did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wasn't even
how'd
our
you
fault.
do that?
It's no fault but my own, honestly. That's on me. Oh come on, please. This is a long cycle.
What is this?
Oh my god.
Please. I beg of you. There, sheesh.
Thank you. So now the blue one got all of her health back.
And then they're also at 3 health too now instead of 2.
Yeah.
So
Also,
frustrating.
fun fact: if I go too close to the top of the screen here, it actually has happened before. If it the ball back here too quickly back at them, they can sometimes just fly right past them.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think that happens if they're so close that the sword slash technically like registers as you trying to hit her.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or no,
but
or it's
we
like
did
they're,
it. It's over.
or they're
Everything's
trying
okay.
to they're trying to like drift over to you, and like they can't drift, and like they can't drift fast enough. You know, like it's
Yeah.
like that. It's so unfortunate. That being said, though, fight's done. Thankfully, my PB
Yeah.
went very well here. I'm running splits on the side, and like right now we're still ahead. I'm actually like,
Oh,
I think
nice.
about minus 13. Yeah, minus 13 after that. So like we're doing well.
Nice.
This is like world record pace currently, so get excited about that, chat.
So
That being
yeah,
said,
do we
though,
want to talk
it
about
can
the
die.
elephant in the
Wow.
room?
So you're
Oh,
saying that if somebody donates and has their donation read on stream, it could be read during a world record run?
Possibly.
yes.
That's
I
wild.
li- I literally-
talk about the elephant in
should
the
do
room
that.
of why you technically have world record right now.
So, I guess we could tell the story.
Did you cheat?
No, I didn't. No.
No.
Okay. No. So I currently have like the fastest time in this game. However, it's segmented because 2.5 hours into the run, my body acted up and I had to use the restroom basically.
Yeah, it was just a
I
mild
ate
thing
a
of
bad
food
meal.
poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
bad eggs.
happened to go off like during the middle of the run because like I made food right before the run and turns out one of the eggs was like rotten and stuff. I didn't know, but now I know. Now I know how
Yeah.
that works.
So and that is technically world record. That's the best time we have, but it is segmented.
So I'm currently on my stream going for like, just another PB where I don't have it segmented, but also a 305. My PB is currently 307.02. Once I get that, I'll probably done this game for a while because like I've done a lot of these runs preparing for Zeldathon over the last like month and a half or so. But like this game's
Do you
really
have other
fun to
DS
run.
games you need to play?
I do, yeah. I used to talk about
Yeah,
that too while I'm
in
just going through
fact-
this parts. I do a project
in
called
fact-
DS Destruction where I'm trying to play all 1,700 DS games released in North America, which is pretty cool. We're gonna say
Which
Paladin.
one are
And
you
in
on
fact,
right now?
very soon you're planning to play Phantom Hourglass for that, and
I am
actually
actually.
play it through 100%.
A fun thing I do for that is whenever I get to a game I've speedrun before, like Phantom Hourglass, I will 100% the game. So in this case, I'll be doing a 100% playthrough of a Phantom Hourglass, hopefully in September. I applied for Twitch front page there because that's the thing you can do as a Twitch partner, and hopefully I get I hear back about that soon because I would love to be able to do that on front page, but we'll see what happens.
That'd be
with that,
awesome.
of course. But yeah, that's a cool thing we do.
And Roach in chat. It's a TS game. You can play it on the toilet.
I'm not
Not
even
on
kidding.
Wii U, you
Okay,
can't.
so I'm not even kidding about this one. I have actually practiced speaking before the toilet. I'm not even kidding
Thank
you
you
on
for
that one.
telling us.
No problem. All the secrets are being revealed at 2 in the morning.
Yes. This is the power hour.
Yeah.
Great.
That's cool thing about
So
running
now
mostly
if
handheld games.
this is the record run, it will have
Yeah.
people's donos and also your confessions.
This is the Mr. Shasta speedrun experience right here. I say cringe shit
Yes.
during my runs. It's great.
All right,
Cringe stuff,
well,
excuse me. But yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of cringe, we have TOTK 4 coming up.
Oh
This is
yeah,
the
Total
Oh, yeah.
4 is
largest-
very cringe.
This is a near 16-minute or something like that visit. This is the longest visit in the game. We're gonna be going from
Oops.
floor 1 to floor 12, I think.
Floor
We're going
13,
from
know,
technically.
The
Chris.
whole dungeon.
The whole
We're
dang
going
Yeah,
from
game.
you have to
bottom-
go.
We are going from bottom to top.
You're
So-
basically meant to do this exact visit in 2 parts. Like, you're supposed to do the first part and get 1 sea chart, the southeastern one, then do Goron and Ice Temple, and then go back, get the last sea chart, and then do Muto's Temple. But we don't do that, because we hate ourselves.
I wouldn't say that. Hold on.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is very difficult.
It's
Yeah,
tricky
a bit
for
of
sure.
It's a cool
Yeah.
challenge you can kind of do because it's not like we use a glitch or anything. It's just
Yeah.
we use a code that I forget where you find that code, but you can definitely just input it during this visit, and it just you have less time to do it. But if you get through it, then you can do Muto's Temple first, or just go to that the
There's
northwest.
also parts where you're definitely supposed to use the grappling hook and the bomb shoes. But we just don't have them yet.
Yeah, we just don't do that.
Yeah. It's genuinely really tricky challenge. If you want to challenge yourself in Phantom Hourglass, you can try and get the final 2 sea charts in one go. It's pretty fun to actually go through, but it's very difficult.
Another
especially
cool challenge you
casually.
can do too is try and beat Temple King without losing any time at all, which is possible.
Yes.
Yep, I have done it.
Mhm.
It's not as bad as you might think it is, or maybe it was just not that bad for me because have been speedrunning the game
Hmm.
for a long time. But
Maybe Horn is just very good at the game.
now that can be it.
There we go. Finally, first try on that one. That's the last time we
Nice.
do that one there.
Yeah. Say goodbye to this boomerang clip.
Goodbye, cool boomerang clip.
Yes, we love you.
We love you so much. I'm glad you work.
While we're doing a little backtracking, do you mind if I talk about our fabulous prizes?
Oh yeah.
Oh, prizes?
Fabulous prizes! Did you know In addition to the cool prize pack you can get for Phantom Hourglass, there are also grand prizes.
Ooh, tell me more.
3 of them, one of which I'm incredibly sad that I can't enter to win because it's so freaking cool. This modded Game Boy that was made by Dynamation includes a
Ooh.
backlit IPS screen with 30 color options, a glass screen protector, and it's set up for USB charging instead of batteries, which is incredible. And it's just beautiful. Like, such a cool colorway. That is for a cumulative $50 donation. You get entered to win that. So if you've already donated, you can donate again. It is cumulative throughout the event. If you donate $100 cumulative, I think I said that right, you are entered to win our next grand prize, the 1986 Majora's Mask, also made by Dynamation.
That's sick as hell.
That's
I
super
love that.
cool.
So cool, yeah.
Color scheme is very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Fierce Deity Majora's Mask.
And for a $150 cumulative donation, you can be entered to win Link's Chris Sword from The Legend of Zelda, made by Heroic Replicas.
They do great work.
Yeah.
They always
really
donate
do.
like a grand
It's
prize
very
as well
pretty.
too to every GEQ, and like their stuff is always great.
When we were cleaning up the prize room after SGDQ, I first got to hold something that they made, and it's like amazing quality. Like, seeing their stuff up close, they just feel good, they look good. Like, that is a very, very, very cool prize.
So there you go. Shasta just showcased that you can spawn a new Phantom with that. Thank you for showcasing that.
No problem. No problem. That was intended.
That's so cool of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of
this is the one I was
showcasing
talking
things.
about with the 4 bubbles.
I just do this. I just do this right here. Just,
Oh, okay,
Just
yeah,
hit all
you
of them.
don't do the one line.
I could do the one line, but it's just better to do that. I feel
Honestly,
like.
that's
Yeah.
what you do is probably more consistent.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. But
And
one
some-
line is very sick.
It is very sick.
You
It's
do get a few cool points for that.
sometimes they still like run away though. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. Oh, I hate these centipedes, by the way. They like to just run right towards you, and when they do that, they will not turn around so you can hit them in their backs. Or their tails, rather, excuse me. They don't have backs. Do they have backs? Do bugs have backs?
I
They
mean,
ha- they
the
have
back
backs,
of them
but they're
is the
tough.
tail.
I guess that counts as part of their thorax. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Are we getting?
You know, I've been a part of some
Welcome to Bug
weird
Facts.
discourse while hosting, but I don't know that I
Do we
ever
know?
do
Do we
bugs
know
have backs?
the biology of mold orbs? Like, come on.
This
It
is
depends
true.
on the
You're right.
game. Like, in the
You
Link
might-
Between Worlds, it's a burger.
I was about to say. I was just about to say that's my favorite mold orb is the cheeseburger.
Yes. What about
By
the
the way, that
purple
was a
cheeseburger?
beautiful Triforce drawing.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Fun fact: if you
Actually
don't
drew a
talk to
Triforce?
yeah, I should sure yeah. But yeah, if you don't talk to Zaz right before you go to the Temple of Yoshi King here, like I did a little bit ago, you can draw a Triforce on the door. It will never work. I have actually, when I first started learning this run, like getting back into it back in like 2019, I did that in my like first couple runs where I just completely forgot to talk to Zaz. And then
Nice.
got here and had to go all the way back, and that loses you like 10-15 minutes. Like it's a big time loss.
Christ. Yeah, that's a big thing. There's a lot of things in this one that you just forget to do before Temple of the Ocean King. Like, one thing that I love doing is at the very last visit, I just forget to talk to Oshus to get the Phantom Sword.
Oh gosh.
yeah, that's
It
that's an
sucks
annoying
so
one to forget.
hard.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I specifically named a split a Phantom Sword just so that I wouldn't forget.
Yes.
And right here now, there's always like floors that like start dinging if you start moving really quickly on them. I will ignore them most of the time, but in some cases I do need to actually slow down, and walk across them rather than run and roll like this. We're also gonna go right around this guy if he's been running, just like that. So he doesn't see us, and we
Sneaky.
can go get rid of those flames over there. The goal of these like 3 floors right here, like floor 7, 8, and 9, is to get all 3 crystals and bring it down to floor 9. And I think all the crystals are on like floor 7 and 8, so we're gonna just start doing that
Oh.
right now.
And that water makes the ding water there makes noises every time we get near. Every time we walk in it, and so phantoms can hear that.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
could also make that a secret sound.
That is true. Just a bunch of ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, just
ding.
ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Or the
here's a good
Phantom
one.
Eyes as well
Maybe-
too. The Phantom Eyes
yeah,
would be great
the
too.
Phantom Eye beeping.
Just a.
Y'all are
Oh my
like, you know,
God.
Phantom Hourglass kind of gets not enough love. So we can ingratiate ourselves to the community by submitting the most annoying
Yeah.
sounds from the game.
Yeah, just
for
the
secret
worst sounds we have.
Just start playing like a small portion of like the cave music or whatever, and then we're good.
Oh my god.
Nah, just
So
eeks.
yeah,
Eeks.
Just give me like the.
What-
Bah, 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 bah.
one of the things that honestly nobody can argue is this game does not have a great soundtrack. There's like
Yeah.
8 songs. There's a few songs that are really good and actually original, but like the fact that the cave song is the dungeon song and it's one song, and it plays everywhere. Please. I'm very glad that they massively overcorrected with Spirit Tracks by giving it one of the best solo soundtracks ever.
Like I do like this game a lot. I think it's very fun. The one thing is that I think it's like a 7 out of 10 game in a series of like 8, 9, and 10 out of 10 games. So it's like
Yeah.
it's a good fun game. It's just like you can't argue it's not like one of the weaker entries for sure for many reasons.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. It's fun though. Like it's very much worth playing.
Yeah.
How much I will say. Like the touchscreens itself, like even for just the controls themselves, are, like they're a lot of people hate on them, but like I think they're really like fun and like very. And like it's very satisfying to move around with them, like well, like this to say the least.
And the items massively benefit from the controls.
Oh gosh, agreed.
Yeah, like I don't know if this is a hot take. I personally genuinely think the Phantom Hourglass has the best its in the series.
It's true, honestly. It's so lovely just like knock that guy into the abyss right there. I always
Yeah.
thought that would be a really funny strat.
Yeah,
He's
I
gone
think
forever
that-
too.
that's
He just hex off forever.
Yeah, that's the only way to kill phantoms until like the very end of the game.
They were currently juggling 2 of these crystals all the way through to here. There's a bunch
Oh,
of
by
pests
the way-
here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whiz robes. They are whiz robes. Just believe me.
I'm pretty sure Wind Waker uses a similar design for Wiz Robes. 'Cause they have,
Similar-ish.
they're
They
like
have-
pelican birds
Nice.
things.
They look
It's
way
just
different in
weird.
this though. It's really strange.
Yeah, but they
it's just
also
weird that they have
actually have-
scythes.
Yeah, the scythes are a bit interesting.
Yeah,
of a
like-
choice.
You'd think they'd have like a name like kind of similar to Replays, that they're like Grim Reaper themed, but no, they're apparently wizards.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wizards just scythes
just-
because wizards
they
aren't
just
cool
hit
enough
you.
already.
Wizards don't do that. Have you
It's
ever
so-
played D&D and tried to hit someone with a wizard? It doesn't work.
That's good luck right there, honestly.
So one half of the visit complete. We got the southeastern sea chart.
Technically,
Yes.
technically 2/3 of the visit, because like this next like 3 floors are pretty quick.
Yeah, they are also difficult, but they are quick. So yeah, the order we actually put those crystals into the pedestals mattered. We have to put them in the order of square, circle, triangle, and that's how we activate a weird elevator that makes it so we can now do these floors, the floors 10, 11, and 12.
And thankfully, the skeleton inside the room does tell you this, so it's not too bad, really.
Yeah.
There we go. Make sure to walk there so I don't actually trigger that guy. I got really close in the previous floor as well, too, to accidentally trigger a phantom. Thankfully, we're good, though. We do trigger this Phantom Eye on purpose, because these guys are warp phantoms. They warp towards you as soon as a Phantom Eye detects you, or like someone else detects you. So this guy has a key inside of him. I'm just gonna use my bomb here to hit him, like that. Now we're good because we're inside our little thing. There we go. You got the key.
I didn't even see it. Nice.
Thank goodness. I was afraid
Fair
of that.
enough.
I'm also, if you like beeping, by the way, this is the perfect time for this. We're gonna get a lot of beeping here for a second. Nothing I can do about this. It's just fast. Like that. I'm not gonna worry about killing them either. We don't need to worry about them at all. Hey, they're back.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're here too? Oh, my friends. Oh, I got dizzy right there. That's what happened.
Oh, I was about to be like, why aren't you touching the door? Why aren't you touching the door?
Yeah, I was scared for a second. We're good though.
So this is pretty much the hardest room in the game.
It's tricky. I think the way I do
Yeah.
the next floor is like a lot harder, I'd say.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
Because like these days I do it like very risky, but like
Yeah,
at the same
you do
time-
have a very good strat for this. This is the hardest room for me.
Fair. it's interesting. Yeah, I do a roll right here to make sure I don't trigger the Warp Fan right there. That's another one.
Nice.
Because like they're just in range right here. Hear that little beep. Go
Yeah,
up here.
if you
do
like
this.
just roll when you start walking on those, or actually I guess while you're rolling on those blue tiles, they don't make a beeping sound. So if you like
Yeah, it's
roll
essentially
right
only
when you
your
start,
feet.
you get yeah, you get a bit of extra distance without actually having the beeping happen, which lets you get past that.
Have a sip for
you
this
don't have to
throw
wait for the-
here. Oh, didn't work. There we go. Now we got it.
There we go.
Thankfully, I have extra bombs.
Yeah,
So
it's-
it's fine.
Yeah, you have to stand in the specific spot and touch a specific spot to throw the bomb at a switch to trigger that bridge.
Otherwise, it'd go all the way down there and hit that switch normally. And I don't want to do that
Yeah.
personally. I'm good.
And that is one of the bits that you can very much more easily do if you have bomb shoes, but we don't because we're doing this in one visit.
Kill that. Now here's how I'm gonna do this. I'll do a roll up here, go up there. Bam, Famite's done. David attack me.
Nice.
I do the IL strat right here. Shout out to Horde once again for all our ILs and stuff for this game.
Yeah,
But,
we
like,
actually have.
it's tricky.
We actually have individual level leaderboards for this game, and Hourglass has the record in all of them.
I
We
took a
divided
few
them
of
by-
them, but like not all of them. While I was like learning strats for this game. I don't have videos for. I have a video for a few of them, but like I don't know if I'll upload them at all.
So we're upcoming on honestly one of the strats I love the most in this game.
Ah, no one attacked me.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed that
It
arrow
should
there.
be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine though.
I have to wait just a few seconds here for him to respawn again. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So like I'll wait like here just in case.
Yes.
This strat is really cool. I do want to show it off, but him spawning there does like delay things just a little bit. So we're gonna get detected right here on purpose, and this warp fan is gonna come over to us after that. Because see, they're also flashing their little like exclamation mark there. And now this red fan here is gonna be stunned. Is gonna come to us right here. There we go. He's gonna notice the force gem, which he's just gonna pick up and take right back to the center of the room over here. So we have to take it ourselves and bam.
Yeah.
Steal it right from
We
him.
don't carry this force gem. It's sick.
It's so good. I love it.
And just like that. we've got
That's
all the
been
burritos.
Toe Talk 4.
Mm-hmm. We're good.
Hooray.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
We will
Longest
have to
segment of the
come
game
back
done.
here. We will have to come back here again later, but it's gonna be lightning quick by comparison.
Mm-hmm. It goes by super
Yes,
fast.
Because we also have the Phantom Sword at that point, so we can just kill everyone.
And there we go. Update, by the way, coming to the hardest trick in the run pretty soon. I'm currently
Yes.
12 seconds ahead of my PB.
Let's go.
Nice.
So,
Also,
yeah.
the most,
Leave.
this is the most unique trick in the run. We don't have anything like this anywhere else. In the
Yeah, it's
run.
also English
Yeah.
exclusive. This is
It's
that trick.
basically
Yeah.
this marked kind of the place in the run where the whole game just gets broken,
Mm-hmm.
like completely.
Technically speaking, it is in the Japanese version of the Wii U VC release.
But it's also
So
based
it's like a
off the
1.1
NTC release.
exclusive thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
for now, we're gonna sail a lot.
Yeah, this is the last like long sailing section of the run. Essentially, we'll be getting 2 cyclone frogs during this section, along with actually signing up for what's called Regal Necklace Skip, where we're gonna skip getting the Regal Necklace entirely, which otherwise would take you to Muo's Temple. Well, the temples you need to go to beat the game, of course. But and we just skip a whole island in this case. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I keep it splits on my own end here. I was
Yeah.
told to have just a timer on the screen, so yeah.
We did have a request from Palm to hold a Secret Sound court session regarding a roulette of sounds from Phantom Hourglass.
We can do that.
I'm trying to confirm what my responsibilities are in holding court about such a thing, because I only have guidance on what I should do if someone wants to silence or add back a sound.
Oh,
So I want to make sure that I have the power vested in me to suggest new sounds.
I would still suggest like the Eek, like from the from the Cuba sisters. That's a pretty good one, honestly.
yeah. That is
We
genuinely
didn't hear
a good
this run.
one.
We didn't hear this run at all because like I'm a gamer like that, but yeah,
Oh man.
it's a good one. Now's a good time to jump scare us with donations, though, if anyone has any
Confirming
donations.
with the powers that be. Oh, now I am getting confirmation that new sounds are absolutely allowed.
Ooh.
So I would be happy to hold court about this. Yes, you have all the power. Oh no. Let's
Hell
not.
yeah.
You are
go.
running
Let's
the
go.
marathon. Do not mess this up.
Yeah, the equal, like all the dinging and stuff. Yeah, like the fam eye dinging. Just a boop, boop, like all that.
Yeah.
That works too.
I do like.
Or maybe getting caught by a phantom, the theme.
Now,
Ooh.
is there precedent for a roulette? I think this is the first. This is the first question that feels valuable to answer for me. Is there precedent for a sound roulette? Have there been sounds before?
Do sounds exist, like IRL?
Question
I've
one:
never
Are
heard
there
of sounds.
sounds?
Over here.
This is.
No, it missed.
You know, you have
Oh.
to. You have to
Yeah,
s-
step and
There,
stop.
okay,
understand
Yeah.
the bounds in which you're working.
I'm having trouble with these frogs today. I keep missing them. But we're good.
So, you see how that's like a weird
Hold
W?
up a sign.
No, it's not, and you will see in a few minutes.
Yeah, so you can just kind of draw a square there instead of the W, and it still works. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have an idea of why that works, but it's really hard to explain.
Something to do with just like how things are detected on the DS, I guess.
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea of exactly how that W is recognized.
Probably some funny things with like the cyclone slates on a task version of this run. There's no tasks in this
Honestly.
game, by the way. Just for the record, no tasks in this game. Someone should get on that. There's a lot of potential.
Yeah. There is a
Alright.
Spirit Tracks task.
There is. It's pretty cool.
By Toad Whoop.
Yeah.
No, it's by Karage, Japanese.
Oh.
Ah,
writer.
yeah.
I
Those
think
were
Toad Whoop-
He found a lot of like a lot of
That's
the
it.
skips and dungeons. That's what he did in Spirit Tracks, which is really cool.
Well,
All
there's
right,
one more.
speaking
Here
of
is one.
skips,
Yeah, so here we go. I want to try to explain. We're doing like let's skip real fast.
So, Shasta's going to try to warp on a very specific frame while he's right next to a cyclone, and that's basically going to cause the game to wig out and wrong warp him to a completely different spot.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, he will then warp to yet another spot, which will take him completely off the map. He will not even be on the map, and then he will warp to that same place again and just be right next to the Isle of Ruins.
Oh, by the way,
It's so weird.
by the way, this trick takes 2 styluses to do, just for the record. Just
Yes.
for like the set for it. I need 2
So
styluses
it's tool
right here.
assisted.
Double tool assisted.
Double stylus
Tools
action.
assisted, if you will. But here we go. I got to
Yeah,
save here,
definitely
otherwise it takes
save.
a while. And here we go. I believe here's a set for it. That's maybe a little too steep. We'll just go with it and see what happens.
We'll see. Okay.
Come on. Yeah, no, that was
So
way
yeah,
too
we're also
steep.
buffering this.
Try
Yeah,
again.
we're already in there.
Yeah, so this trick is frame perfect, and also it has some user variance, I guess, because you can like mess up the setup just slightly, and there's no way to tell until you get there, pretty much. We'll try that again. That's looking a lot better, I think. That's definitely
yeah,
too steep
that's
before.
better.
We want to get kind of in the middle of the line right here. My visual cue is like the ocean itself.
Oh yeah. That's
One more frame.
pretty good. Oh
No,
yeah.
that was the right frame.
Ah,
No,
dang it.
I second guessed myself.
Uh,
Very easy to do that. I second guessed myself on that one.
Yeah.
We'll try again. No big deal. Shout out to Finn, smile, heart, cell phone smile. That's too
That's-
steep again.
It's so funny that like
we
the
go.
DS came out exactly during the time where in Japan they were first making the emojis. So there are just a few emojis on the DS keyboard.
like, y'all heard of these things?
One frame too late again. I'm very good at doing that. Just for the record, very good at going 1 frame too late here.
Yeah.
Is my specialty as a runner. All right, let's try that one. Hopefully that's good. I believe that's gonna be a weird one. I'm gonna try for it anyways.
Oh yeah.
I know about when to let go. Like, we'll go one more frame. Nah. See,
Nah.
one frame too late. Like I said, my specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say at least this trick is a
One
giant
frame
run
late
killer.
stuff.
Like, I've been killing it the entire run, but then when this trick comes up and like I don't get it, like first or second try, it's over pretty much.
Yeah.
It loses a lot of time to, of course, keep doing this over and over again, and it's definitely killed a lot of my runs recently. It's really cool that it
That
exists
looks
though.
good.
No, it was one pass. I'm so good at that.
Man,
If
that's
only
what we
that
call it,
was the
Mr.
right
Underscore
frame.
one frame
If
late
only.
stuff.
But you see where I'm trying to go for there, like, or maybe you don't. The anchor on the ocean is I'm trying to line that up with like the white line on the ocean here, like right about here-ish. I'm like way.
A weird
I'm very low. I'm just
angle.
gonna. Yeah, that was a weird angle
Yeah.
there. It's really hard. Again, frame perfect trick. 2 hours into the run with user variance. It's
Yeah, very
it's a-
specific angle.
It's a monster of a trick. You gotta know like
Yeah.
a few steps for it to like really make sure you can get it down if you mess up the angle just a little bit. Like it's a lot.
By the way, the reason we use two styluses is so we can get that straight line.
I'm trying this. I think this is it right here.
Yeah, by the way, that's the W.
That's a W, yeah.
Good W.
Yeah, that's a W.
Mm-hmm. This should be it, I think. Yeah, there we go. So we
Yeah,
spawn
Let's go.
right in the middle
Oh,
of the
yeah.
ocean. Now we're supposed to spawn.
We're
We're supposed to spawn on the
supposed to
top
spawn-
right.
Yeah,
And then what we're gonna
and
do
now
right here.
we are supposed to spawn
I got this.
on
I got
the map.
this. I got this.
Oh,
We're gonna-
sorry.
Yeah, we're going to the northeast sea now, and we spawn out of bounds right here. See, we're we're not on the map at all. If we use a salvage arm right there, you'll see that later. I got a funny thing for you right there. But yeah. So I'm gonna do one more of these warps to the northeast sea, and it takes us right past the rock formation. And now we actually can't move for some reason. So we're just gonna use a salvage arm, put it back out again. Now we can move. And now we're towards
amazing.
now we're in the Isle of Ruins. We skip the entire Regal Necklace side quest on the Isle of the Dead in the top right of Northeast Sea, and we're good.
It's amazing. It's such an amazing trick. Like, what even?
It's like no one knows why this works. It just works pretty much.
All
It's
we
fine.
know is that in the Japanese original version, it didn't work, and they added a cutscene for when you stop using the warp in the Western release. So we think it has something to do with that.
Yeah.
They just added a feature and didn't test it that well.
And for the record, right now, my current PB is like so optimized that like that took too long for me to actually be able to PB anymore.
Oh my God.
Before that was on like PB pace, but it's
Can you
okay.
still get a 308
I can probably still get 308, yeah,
if it exists.
if it exists. It's a funny thing that like nowhere has gone to 308 in this game, but because me and
Yes.
Horn have both like skipped the 308 to get the 307 that we both have. It's very funny. Yeah, now we're
I
now
wanted to make sure everybody saw that skip uninterrupted, but there's justice to be served.
Hey yo.
Darn it. There's justice to be served. Now, I am not an impartial judge, so luckily we have a jury here, because I believe Phantom Hourglass should have a sound.
I
I
agree.
think the question is, which sounds?
Yeah.
And how many sounds does a roulette make? Is a roulette fun with only 3? Do we need 5?
We could.
Are there 5 funny sounds in Phantom Hourglass?
Okay,
I
so we
gotta
have
think
the
of some.
eek. We have phantom eye beeping. We have getting caught by a phantom. We have lord beeping. That's already 4.
These boulders suck, by the way.
Don't you love the boulders?
They
just
bounce
totally
randomly off
on
these
you, I
walls.
swear.
They can bounce randomly off these walls, even if it's like the same wall, and the other one just bounced in a completely different direction before. It's so weird. And also you get like no iframes after you recover too, so you can get hit by one like immediately. It's interesting. I'm trying to think what other sounds are funny in this game though. There are definitely
Yeah.
a few of them. But like
I mean,
not coming to
we
mind right
could
now.
add the cave theme.
Oh god, yeah. Could add the
So-
generic cave theme.
I would like to have everyone take note of the fact that that was the 3rd night of Muto. His name was Bremer. We actually skipped one on the Isle of the Dead. His name is Brandt. So we have Brandt and Bremer. You'll see what the 2nd night will be called, and the 4th night will be quite the surprise.
It really will be. That being
Yeah.
said, though, someone actually told me in the chat the other day. Apparently, all these knights are named after the like the blacksmiths and like Ocarina of Time. I think. If I
Oh
recall.
yeah. Which does still make those names funny in that game as well, though.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
So
It's
yeah,
just
we
funny in
have
this context.
Brandt, Bremer, and Doylan.
That's what we got so far. Keep that in
Yeah.
mind. Keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah, it's important. There will be a quiz.
There will be a quiz.
2 quizzes in 1 speedrun?
I know, right?
Yes.
Don't say you didn't learn anything from Zeldathon this year. Come on.
There will actually be a quiz required inside the game.
Just like how you learned earlier in the run that like this game's key that unlocks the boss fight is called the boss key, and not the big key. You know,
Yes.
it's very large. You learned that today. Congratulations. Yeah, it's just a lot of movement. in this segment here.
Should we give chat the sounds they want if they pass the quizzes at the end?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, please. Nope. I think the people need this. By people, I mean me. I need this.
Can we set up a donate to answer the quiz question option?
Yes.
A is 1, B is 2.
Time for a handbrake, by the way. There's
Let's
a
go
20-second
Nice.
cutscene.
Yeah. That's definitely a thing about this game. Because of all the boat jumping, you never really have time to use the bathroom or anything.
Yeah, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah.
Yeah, it is very much a 3-hour run at world record pace.
Yeah, there's not really a big break except for like stuff like this, or like small cutscenes after you beat boss fights, for instance.
Yeah.
I
just-
hate when I'm
you're
too
constantly-
busy jumping my boat and don't have time to pee.
You're
Yeah,
constantly
honestly.
doing things in this run all the time. Like, it's really cool, genuinely. Keeping very active throughout the whole course of this thing. I also learned earlier that you can fall down early in this segment and have to go around the entire like wall there to get to where I am
Yes.
right now.
Yes, I've done that before. It's not good.
I did it for the first time, like, in my practice run earlier today.
Oh no.
It was very funny. Thankfully, I learned that you can just like go around. It's not a big deal, but like, yeah, I thought I was like stuck or something.
Okay, so if you remember, the knights are called Brand, Bremer, Doylan, and now this 4th knight, his name
Max.
is Max.
Because why not? You know,
Just
a guy.
Max. Yeah.
just Max.
Hi, I'm Max.
They could have been fancy and call him like Maximilian or something, but no, just
Yeah,
Max.
but no.
That's it.
I always say this about the villains in Pokemon Gen 3. Like, why is it Archie and Maxie? Just call them Archibald and Maximilian. Those are actually menacing.
It's super menacing. Archie and Maxie are like my friends.
Yes. Those are my buddies. They just have kind of weird opinions.
Yeah, about land and stuff, and
Yeah. Archie just
giant
wants to go surf.
Pokemon that kill people.
I don't know, maybe it's because
Yeah.
I played PTCG during Archie's Blastoise, but nothing sounds more intimidating to me than the word Archie. I'm like, huh? It's like a jump scare.
When I hear Archie, I just think of that red-headed guy from the comic.
Oh,
true.
yeah.
This is true.
He also had some bold visions about water and land.
Very funny guy that guy is.
Always
Very interesting
rambling about
person.
Causing a flood. That Archie. I swear.
Oh, what a scamp.
What a character.
That's our
Couple
Archie.
cards.
Womp
And
womp.
speaking of Archie comics, here we are in Muto's temple.
True.
Good,
Good segue.
good segue.
Very good. Thank you.
Segways are weird. So anyway,
True. Who rides them?
You know what
What's
else
the
has
deal with
wheels?
that?
A Segway.
No one says wheels. A donation. They got wheels. They drive
Oh.
the marathon.
It's 10.
it is in fact an
It's
hour
the
on the
hour.
hour.
Oh yeah, it's the
Choo
train.
choo, y'all.
Choo choo. We're in one more of these during my run, by the way. During
Oh,
the final boss
Tingle.
fight.
It's
Oh yeah, it's gonna be during final boss.
It will be during final boss.
It's just a single tingle.
Oh my god. I'm so happy for you, Tingle.
I don't know why that's hitting me so hard, but just the lone
It's late
tingle.
night slappy hour here.
I wish I
That
could have
was
seen that.
amazing.
I had to look at the game, damn it.
Oh my god.
Someone clip that for me, please. I need to see it later.
Yes, please. Oh my god, that reminds me, I was at a different Zelda marathon this summer, at Zelda Dungeon Marathon, we triggered something in Four Sons Adventure called Time Up Tingle.
What?
Where like 30 seconds beforehand, it's like Time Up Tingle is coming, and then 15 seconds before, it's like I've got a bad feeling, and then you get to the point, and just a million tingles flood the screen and like take all of your force chips. It's so weird.
What the heck? I never heard this before.
Yes.
There's
Nobody
something
has
horrifying
there.
about the game hitting you with, I have a bad feeling about
Yes!
this. You're like, man.
Okay. Okay,
Look
so
at this.
we are about to get the most broken item in the game, the
Yes.
hammer. It's a
It's-
genuinely great item, even casually. But in the speedrun, we use it for so many tricks that just entirely break the game.
Which honestly,
The
let's
hammer-
start explaining the 2 tricks we need to do this run like pretty
Yeah.
soon. Just right now.
The hammer's
Yeah.
about to become our main method of doing a lot of things.
Yeah, so you can do normal things with the hammer, like hit this switch. That's normal.
Simple.
You can also, in a second, use the hammer to launch yourself on these platforms, which that's cool. But what we're about to do is even more insane. Because we're
Yeah.
about to use the hammer to just entirely break this dungeon.
And every other dungeon after this one too. So we're gonna do
Yes.
what's called a hammer clip. Essentially, what I'm gonna do is pause on the right frame where the hammer is reaching over the wall just a little bit, and I'm gonna during the pause reach my stylus over to the other side of the wall, just like that, and then I can hit that switch over there, which I missed just barely, and that happens. Come on, let's get it right here.
Oh.
While I'm doing this, I'm gonna explain arrow despawning.
Oh, yeah,
Alright.
so we're gonna use it. Oh, yeah, someone else can.
Okay. Well, so we need to lower the water level, and the switch to do that's on the other side of this door. So we're gonna shoot an arrow
Let's
very
go.
quick in.
Nice!
Nice. First try. So
Oh.
what Shasta did there was he adjusted the camera completely so that like Link was on the far left side of the screen. Then he tapped to shoot an arrow, used the select screen to like center the camera back on Link real quickly, and in that time the arrow went past the door and like reloaded the collision, and so by the time the camera was back on Link, the arrow was behind the door and smacked into the switch.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
So cool.
It despawns
It's
for
also
like 1
really
second,
hard.
and then like it goes, and the hitbox comes back in, and then you just hit the switch. And now we skipped like most of this dungeon. We're almost to the end of it already.
Yeah.
And we just
So
started,
if you
right?
remember if you remember all those tile flipping puzzles in this dungeon, we do none.
0. Straight up 0
Yeah.
of them.
I don't
We
even know what
walked
you're
past
talking
one
about.
of them.
It's been so long.
I remember
just
having to
forget
do those,
entirely.
and it was always so annoying to remember them all.
Yeah.
Yes, we suck, and we are completely done with them.
The old skip for this as well too is a little bit annoying as well because you had to like launch yourself with a bomb using one of these hammer things on top of the wall.
Yeah.
And it skips like a little bit, but like not as much as the arrow despawn skips on top of all that. It's
Yeah,
wild.
This dungeon has gone through a lot of changes.
It really has.
Genuinely.
throughout me speedrunning it, because yeah, we started out with it was mostly glitchless with just like there were a few hammer clips here and there, but then yeah, there was a glitch found the launchpad skew where you could blow yourself up on the frame that you launch yourself, which like skews your launch and like lands you on top of some out of bounds collision, which lets you get like a key early or skip a key or something. And then the arrow despawn was found.
It just
Yeah,
skips
it's-
so much. And now we're at the end of the dungeon, by the way. We're gonna fight the boss in a
It's
second.
just over.
Why not?
Goron Temple also had a varied history of glitches, which is our
Yes.
next dungeon.
That being said, though, this is my favorite boss in the entire game. I love this fight so much. I think everyone can agree on that
Yeah.
one, honestly.
Yeah,
This boss
Eos is
is-
amazing.
This was a really good use of 2 screens. This is the boss. I remember seeing TV commercials for this game, and this boss would always get shown off.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
nice.
big it needs both screens.
It does.
Oh my god, nice head.
Yeah, we got the head right. The head moves
Nice
around a bit,
head.
and
Don't
Nice
take
head.
that out of context.
All right, I've given it some thought.
yeah,
Here's my official proposal for
Yeah.
Phantom Hourglass sounds. Tingle's lonely train made me sad. We know we're gonna get one more train before the end of this run.
mm-hmm.
I think for each Tingle on that train, we will add one Phantom Hourglass sound.
Ooh.
To a secret
sound.
I assume the donation.
I'd
I assume
like
that the
that.
trains are like based on donations. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
Can
in that case,
do
we gotta get more.
Any Tingle brother. Because there's like 4 Tingle brothers you can select.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Say Tingle adjacent.
Yeah.
Is reasonable.
You have to know their names. There's David Jr. and.
So I think I started that sentence with I move, but I move
I forgot about
to
David Jr.
add one sound to the roulette per Tingle on the upcoming train. I don't remember the next part of Robert's rules, but oh, I think I need a second. That's what it is. Yeah.
What are the other names to horn, by the way, for all the tingles? I forget.
It's Tingle, Ankle,
I said
Knuckle,
Horn.
and David Jr.
Palmer, you're silly. I asked hornlets.
Oh, sorry, I
How
didn't hear
dare
that.
you?
Undo me.
David
sorry.
Jr. Such a dumb
Yeah.
joke.
You silly goose.
If I remember right, David
It's alright.
Jr. isn't even related to Tingle.
That makes
Alright,
even funnier, honestly.
As judge and executioner, I'm seconding my own motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Hi.
All opposed?
Yay. I'm
I
kidding.
thought Brandino was just gonna be like, "Nah, y'all suck." Pew, 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 pew. Going into this antagonist era.
Ay.
All right.
Yeah,
seeing no significant complaints.
No.
My big from my college music fraternity, who was very passionate about Robert's rules, would be ashamed of how much of that I don't remember, but close enough.
Cool thing right here, by the way, because of the whole thing we did earlier with reclaim the skip, we have to actually take the cyclone itself and have it warp us somewhere on Northeast Sea, and then we warp out of there. Because why not? Also gotta say too, that boss fight was extremely clean. I did really well on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good.
Yeah.
That boss can be really difficult if you're not like good at knowing exactly where the hammer needs to hit.
Yippee!
There's
I
a
love that
tingle.
one.
That is one Tingle.
It begins.
Come on. Oh, this is David Jr.
Oh,
I
that's
Is
a
that
David
David
Jr.
think. Yay.
Thank you, Vavinator, for the $3.21 with a jingle. Thank you, Murby, for $9
Thank you very much.
with a David Jr.
We need funny sounds. We need so many more funny sounds.
It says,
Like that.
these are for Tingle's magic words. Don't steal them. Thank you, Palm, for the $7 tingle.
Thank you very much. About to come
Hey,
into one of
remember
the.
that giant...
That was also the name of my funk band in college.
The tingle
Remember
train.
that giant eye from earlier?
Now it's massive.
It's massive.
Now it's a whale.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you're not a big fan of the
Yeah,
whale eye?
this guy
Yeah,
sucks.
this guy
This-
sucks. We hate him.
This is another one of the big boss RNG checks of the run. So much can go wrong here that is completely outside of your control.
All you gotta know is, for most part, is that if he ever spins, I can't hurt him. And he spins a lot.
Yeah.
Also, he spawns a
And
lot of enemies too.
He will also be just too far away to hit a lot of the time.
Truly the Ramby of Phantom Hourglass.
Oh, please? No, I can't get the last
Oh,
one.
come. Oh,
We can get a 2 cycle
Oh.
still, but we have to
Oh.
get the last die there. Good one.
That sound backseas is a journey. Thank you, Keldranus.
Oh,
Keldranus.
he spun!
Keldranus.
No, oh,
For the $3.21.
Okay, next, don't turn to the right. Okay.
Yeah. He
Okay.
spawned right there. It's so unfortunate. I gotta make sure I don't die here, by the the way. That's also
Yeah.
important.
Ah,
oh my
Peter!
god,
can't-
why are they
nothing-
so...
No!
What?
I couldn't do
What
anything about
was
that.
Yeah,
Do
that
anything about that.
Objection!
Yeah, that boss is kind of ruthless sometimes.
The worst.
Oh my
I hate that
God.
boss. You see now why I don't like them very
was
much.
undoable.
Let's put an impossible situation there because I got bad luck. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible boss fight. Anyways, yippee!
Thank you for the $3.21 for that Yippee Fire Yoshi. And we also got $12.24 from EC Green that says, have an ocean chart, courtesy of everyone's favorite fairy, Tingle.
Yeah.
Is Tingle canonically a fairy? I don't
think
know enough
so.
about Zelda
No.
to know more, but I
No,
like
Yeah.
no,
that.
actually, Tingle's whole thing is that he wants to be a fairy, but
Oh.
Yeah, he
he's
is
jealous
just a
of Link
40-year-old
because Link
dude.
is like a fairy boy.
Mm.
You know what? You go, Tingle. Live your best life.
You can
That's what I
actually meet
say.
his dad in
I'm
that in
pretty
Majora's
sure
Mask.
David Jr. is like kidnapped too.
Yes.
Murphy in chat. No, he's a 35-year-old man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I overaged Tingle.
Is that canon?
Yes, he's
That's
35.
Something like that,
amazing.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like canon that his father is disappointed in him.
Mhm. Yeah.
14
very much
guys
like
are supposed
We're your dad now,
picture
Tingle.
Yeah.
All of chat is Tingle's dad now.
And we love Tingle. Case in point.
Was that
That
part
was
of the
that was
Ferret
Minish
Walk
Link. That was
music?
not a Tingle.
That was not a Tingle, but still, Wonder J, thank you so much for the $5.11.
That's my guy
I think
right there.
according
Thank
to
you,
the
Wonder J.
lore, in Tingle's Wars of Rupee Land, Tingle actually used to be just a guy
his name?
with a normal name, but then he got like cursed by Uncle Rupee and became a Tingle. You actually have to put in your name at the start of the game, and then the game's like, that's not your name's Tingle.
That's hilarious. I really got to play that game. I mean, I will eventually, but you know. Reminder, I'm trying to be every DS game ever made, and that includes that one eventually. So if interesting, be sure to follow my stream at twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. There's my plug. And also, of course, runs this game too, and eventually Spirit Tracks. You don't want to run that game eventually. There we go.
There we go.
Now we're done.
Okay. Thank you, David Jr., for the David Jr.
Thank you, David Jr.
Thank you.
David Jr.
Says, please free me.
No.
We'll think about it.
Is he not freed? Again, I don't know the lore.
No, he
Looks
is
like we're
very
getting
much a
raided, by the way.
prisoner.
Oh no.
We're gonna raid, looks like.
Yeah.
We're getting a raid?
Yeah!
Yeah.
I was
apparently
looking up Tingle lore on zelda.fandom.com and I missed the raid.
Oh, don't use that one.
I think it's a
Use
Proton John
Zelda
raid considering the
Wiki.
emotes.
Yeah.
ZeldaWiki.wiki is like where true shooters shoot.
Yeah,
Oh.
Zelda wiki.wiki/wiki or the Zelda Dungeon wiki. Both of those are better.
Those are
Yeah, I
very
don't know
good.
That's the
why.
Zelda
I don't know
Dungeon
why
is the
we
reason
didn't
I could
get-
beat like multiple Zelda games growing up. Shout out to Zelda Dungeon.
Yeah, Zelda's good. But yeah, hi Raiders,
I never-
Zeldathon. Woo! Want to put Zeldathon happy? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't
never
know why
would've-
I didn't see the raid notification in chat.
Yeah, I didn't
but,
see it either.
Based
a
on
Proton
everyone
John
using
raid?
Proton John's emotes, I'm gonna guess it's from Proton John.
Nice.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing a Phantom Hourglass speedrun. We're about 2 hours in, a little over 2 hours into it.
Yo, wait,
Few
we're doing a
unfortunate things
Phantom
just happened.
Hourglass speedrun?
We are!
I thought we
I
were
know,
doing
right?
Tingle Lore.
Oh.
We could be Tingalore as well. Shouts to David Jr. We are raising money
I
for
thought-
St.
yeah, I
Jude
thought we were
Children's
about to
Research
free
Hospital.
David Jr.
We're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Be sure to donate for charity. We need a lot of donations to get more tingles on the train here. It will play at the end of this run during the final boss fight, so yeah.
If you
yes,
donate
we're-
enough, you might be able to free David Jr.
Please
No.
free David Jr.
You really can't.
Listen, with how much that Tingle makes you pay in the Wind Waker, do you think he'd be satisfied with any amount?
Yeah.
This is true.
So
So-
right now we're talking. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So right now,
There it is. Thank you, Proton John.
Thank you very
normally,
much.
in this part of the game, you need to. It's kind of like Ocarina of Time. You need to like gain the Goron's trust by like doing some stuff around the island and talking to a bunch of people in order to continue. But if you just talk to everybody on the island,
Aw, dang it.
it will still trigger you to go and Yeah, right here. Celia says we've talked to everybody, so you can it works there. So you don't actually have to start like talk to the elder to get that started.
Hello?
Here's a fun little hammer trick.
There we go.
Yeah.
You just put the hammer right over that cliff, and then we're good. We can just go straight to the temple. No problem.
I really didn't expect you to have the hammer.
They really didn't.
And they also
Or really do
like,
that, honestly.
I don't think they were expecting the hammer to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get these hearts real fast. I'm gonna die.
Alright,
So
this
what's-
is a really cool dungeon. There's a lot of like small stuff right there. Like we just clipped through the pot to get through that little area.
We can also do that too. Skip having to push this little guy over the thing, and then we go right through this wall because it doesn't
We
exist
just
for some
run
reason.
straight over that pot.
And also because of the cutscenes here, this door goes all the way up. And now we can just go right through this door, no problem.
I don't
Just
know
like
if we
that.
have enough sounds from this game for this many tingles.
We might.
We'll figure it out.
Well, yeah,
It's a good problem to have.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But keep them coming.
Absolutely, keep them coming. Tand you very much, everybody.
I'm
Also,
a little
reminder
sad
of
that
also
there
the
has
merch as
been
well, too.
non-tingles because I was hoping for just like an all-tingle
Yes.
train, but
Reminder to get the cute otter plushie of Finn, our mascot for Zeldathon here as well. We gotta get to 100 by the end of the run. The run's almost done. There's like 45 minutes left.
So
We're
what's
in the
also
second
fun?
to last dungeon.
We are.
Yes. So what's also fun about the fact, so Shasta had to talk to every Goron before the temple. This is very important, because if you don't, the game will soft lock because we are doing this out of order.
Yep. So
Straight up.
basically-
Yeah.
Plushy.
There's more.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, if you don't talk to all of the Gorons, then Linebeck will stand in front of the ship and just like won't let you get on. And
It's so rude.
It also just like won't let you start the quiz, which is what makes Linebeck let you leave. So you're just kind of stuck forever.
Yeah.
Just chilling with the Gorons for the rest of your life.
And this dungeon
It's
rules because
happens
you get to
to
do
be.
this right here in the seconds. We get here's Gongaron, who's like the son of the Goron chief, or like grandson. I don't even know. We get to actually play as him for a little bit in this dungeon, which is really cool, genuinely.
Yeah. One of the
Indeed.
rare times in Zelda where that happens.
Mm-hmm. I'm for a random bomb drop as well too from those rocks, but it's fine. I have a decent amount of bombs right now. We do that, destroys likes, no problem. And now we can just do this, go over here, bam, hit the switch, now spawn this chest, and it gives us another broken item in the game, which is the bomb shoes. Kablam! We're not done with Gongaron just yet, though. Not just yet. We're gonna go over here, hit these 5 snakes, and that actually triggers the door, and then we can go through it right after that. Now it's open. Now just do the thing.
That was my first thought too. Chat's like, and you don't even have to play the command melody.
You don't?
Yeah.
That is very nice.
Why I pull the bomb shoes? That was bait, I guess. Whoops. Oh, come on. No, let's
Ooh,
beat them now. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. I tried to go straight for that switch right there, the hammer clip once again, but it didn't work. That's fine.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hurt any of those snakes that spawn that chest there. That takes a little bit, so yeah. That being said, though,
This is
anyone
really
want
cool.
to explain bomb shoe camera lock? We're about to do that right now.
All
right.
Sure, yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, you do.
That's
it.
right. Go right into the like.
Yeah,
You got it,
so
you got it.
basically, when you like are moving the bomb shoe or like drawing a path for it, the camera will follow the bomb shoe to show you where it is. But then if you pull up, I forget which buttons it is actually.
I use
We
L
buff
personally.
right here. Okay, yeah, you press the L button and you can't, and you press go on the same frame. Then it will sort of cancel the bomb shoe, but it'll keep the camera locked in the same position. And then you can just use like another item. So in this case, the hammer to hit that switch and open up that the shortcut early.
Yeah, which skips most of this dungeon for the record.
And
then I
yeah,
can
you'll
do-
be
they can
seeing
do
it again
this-
right here.
Yeah, I can do this right here to skip this puzzle of all these like snakes that normally would spawn right here. Because then go to the right side of the room and open those spikes though. Oops, I might pull the hammer, need the boomerang. Because then go right side of the room and spawn the snakes though, just not here. So I can just do this and spawn the boss key here. I got myself
There we
myself
go.
a big key.
And that shows how broken the boomerang can be because it follows wherever the line is drawn. So if you can, desync the camera from Link, then you can throw the boomerang way further than you would be able to
Yeah.
normally.
Some folks in chat were lamenting that they cannot currently afford the Finn plushie, but could in the future. Great news, those pre-orders are open until September 15th. So
for a while.
while we would love for you to get that pre-order in right now, for folks who are like, I wish I could, but don't worry, there's time. You got a little time if that is the situation. I also just noticed, and it's killing me, that Brisky donated $7.77 that says, all aboard the Tingle Train with a knuckle.
Oh god.
So close, but that is not a tingle.
But it does count as one.
Oh, it does? I thought it was an iron
I
knuckle.
Oh, an iron knuckle.
I didn't realize knuckle was one of the tingles. I thought that
Yeah,
was
no,
like the
knuckle is
little
one of
iron
the
knuckle
tingles.
guy, and I was like, so close. And yet,
For God's name.
okay,
too.
good.
So actually, in the Goron Temple, we used to have a glitch ages ago, but that was really funny.
Yeah, you can just do that sometimes.
We used to have a glitch where we actually controlled a statue with our stylus movement, or like a block or something. I don't quite remember. It's not been in the run for ages, but it was really wild.
It is really cool.
Yeah, there's a glitch in this
There it
game
is.
called remote control block or something like that, where if you die on the same frame that you push a
I'm gonna do
block and then get
this.
revived by a purple or yellow potion, then it will you'll be controlling the statue or the block remotely, and you can move around and it'll follow your movements.
It's sick.
And you can do that to push yourself like through a wall to skip the boss key. And it was a frame perfect trick that was even further into the run than the other frame perfect trick we had, but it was very hard, but it was very cool. That was
Yeah.
actually a long time ago, like almost even before my time running this
Yeah,
game.
it's-
Yeah, thankfully I never had to do that
I-
one. I did learn it at one point just for fun, but like it's actually really hard.
It's really hard to do.
When I started running this game, it wasn't in the run anymore, but it was still in the outdated route on Zelda speedruns.
Oh jeez.
So I did learn it.
Oh, by the way, hoping
I'm glad
for
I
a
didn't
bomb
have to
drop
learn
from
it.
these snakes right here. That's what we're trying to do right now. If they give me a bomb drop, we save more time on this fight. We're just trying to get a 2-cycle here, and it does depend on like how many bombs I can get from them. Which I got one right there, so we should be good. This fight's really cool in general. It's also one of my favorite fights in the run, besides just Eox as well. Fun enough, like 2 of my favorite fights are actually back to back. And then also the final boss is pretty cool for the first phase, I feel like. But should be enough right here. There we go. Okay. I got scared
Really
for a second.
innovative to have a bomb boss fight where you throw the bomb into its mouth.
I know, right?
They've never done that before.
What a
That's
fresh
never
new
happened
mechanic.
before.
Never at all. The Danganronpa. Oh my god. Yeah, our boss is called Danganronpa.
Okay, but actually, I would play a Danganronpa game that was all the dongos and like Goron themed. I'd be into that
I'd be down.
lore. I can see some interesting court cases in Goron land.
Oh, apparently something going on with like tech on the stream. Should I pause the run real fast while it's fixed, or should I just keep going?
Oh yeah, it's just zoomed in.
Oh yeah, that doesn't look great.
I can pause real fast if need be. That's no worries. Want me to do that? I'll pause it right here because we just beat the
Yeah.
dungeon. I'll do that real fast
It's
while
not
it's
like we're
fixed.
still on record pace anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do like that. I'll just chill here until it gets all fixed
Yeah.
and stuff, I think.
We'll let some more tingles come in.
Yeah. We got Woomy as well
There's
too,
one.
which is red. I just like donated. We need all the tingles.
I assume they're on it, but I will
Yeah.
drop in Discord to make sure. But
Absolutely.
in the meantime, while we're standing here, we got a couple more tingles. Like $5.28 from PokeDude14 with the David Jr.
David Jr.
And $19.53 from Jorge Dean with a tingle. And $7.99 from Vovinator with a tingle. Thank you so much for all of those. It's
Thank you very much,
super
y'all.
kind of y'all.
Keep them going, honestly. Apparently working on it, so we'll just chill here for a bit, honestly. It's no big deal. Oh,
Yeah,
am I
we're
wide on
vibing.
screen? Oh, no.
Yes, you are a little bit wide.
That's
Wide.
great. I love this. Yeah, thankfully it happened like right in the dungeon, so we're good. But yeah.
Continue the widening of the Shasta.
Oh. Make me
I
so
think it's still
wide.
wide.
Just like every few seconds, your webcam gets 1
Every
pixel
time.
wider.
Every time you donate, the camera will get 1 pixel wider.
I gotta see this myself on stream. Hold on.
It's like the
Oh no, it's just gotten fixed.
Oh, yeah, I just got fixed. I didn't see it. Rip.
Yeah.
That's fine.
There we go. Okay, we're back to
Awesome.
normal. Let's
Alright, we're
continue.
back.
with
Let's continue the run. Alright, cool.
Tech is the
Uh,
best, seriously.
Tech crew
Yeah,
is the best. Shout out
nice
to Tech
working,
team.
Jack. That's awesome.
Tech stuff is hard. Shout out to all y'all. You're great. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, bam, we're going. Stylus. There we go. Pick up the stylus again. Yeah, we just beat the Goron Temple. Now I have to do the Goron quiz in order to be like to the islands. Otherwise, we can't. Yippee! Yippee! I love that one so much.
With a tingle donated $3.21 with a tingle.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you with a tingle for that tingle.
Check out these 2
Oh,
Gong
shout
Gorons,
outs.
by the way. Look at this.
Yeah. Love them.
Before a
I just
temple, he
love
stands on the
Gorons.
left.
They're such little guys.
I
Two
know,
of them.
right? But this is the Goron quiz. So the very first 3 questions are the same every time, but different order. The last 3 are pulled from a pool of like 3 questions per round, essentially. So like it gets tricky to the last 3. The first 3 I know what they are every time. This is 14, for instance. And now here I have to kind of just read it. Actually, that's what it did. It was 6. Yeah, okay, there we go. I don't get that one often. Alright, so now here we go. 7. Because 2 of the answers are 7 for question 5, for some reason.
Yeah.
And then last one is the 3 rocks appear. It's all the number questions, dang. Got it though, we're good. Post is checked to appreciate Tech. Please do that now.
Bless.
Tech deserves all your support.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just in my ears that yippee got cut off.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Everyone in chat.
It's been happening.
I was saying words, I couldn't appreciate the yip. Will this be on the
Mr.
quiz?
President, a
Yes.
second person has made the Dongaron pod joke.
I really wish we got the rupee question, because I really want the quiz to include how many rupees have you earned, and the answer is 42.
It's 46.
Isn't it?
It's 46.
46, sorry. I got it wrong.
No, you failed.
I failed.
I can't believe it. No more brain cell for you. It's mine now.
Oh no.
Was he counting both Conquerons? I don't know. I hope so. It just said P.
Hey, that was a
time.
nice lengthy yippee. All right.
Yeah.
I heard just P.
Oh no!
Only I did not hear again.
I didn't hear Yip at all. That's so cursed.
Yes.
Oh no.
Is this around the time in your segmented run that you had to leave? Is it taunting you?
It was during the boss fights.
Yeah.
So yes, it is. I had bad indigestion that day. It was the worst.
Oh, Shasta, I think they lost game audio from you.
Did they?
If
Oh.
you may have, if there's something you hit that you know you hit, might be.
Oh wait,
worth-
there's no audio on the screen. That's right. Let's see. No, it's showing up. It should be showing up there. It's not on my end. No, it says right there on OBS that there's audio there.
Oh, chat says they still have
Except
audio,
for
so
hearing
we
it.
cool.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
so back.
We're cool. Let's keep it going.
We've
Bam.
never been so back.
We're continue to be
Yes.
back, honestly. Which means we're just here. We're vibing.
Yes.
We're
We've
so
never
back
been
because we
gone.
definitely left.
Imagine we left. I don't know. Again, shout out to Tech. They rule.
Let's go, Tech.
Yes.
Big Tech fan.
Yeah, Marathon Tech is my favorite and the worst.
Yeah. As someone who ran events a long time ago, yeah, You're so right.
Love doing it, but also, God.
Love when the stream PC dies in the middle of the events and we have to buy a whole
A
new one.
classic.
Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to
That's how I
us.
found out. That's how I found out at one event that I live driving distance from the person whose restream PC we used because they lost power.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
And then we were like, "Wait, drive it to my house. I have power." Surprise!
I've heard of marathons just like using so much power that the power just turns off on the entire venue.
Oof.
Hmm.
But that was usually like not in the hotel or anything, usually in a private venue.
But we persevere.
Yo,
We
is it
schmove
Among Us
along.
time?
Get there.
Oh yeah, it's time for a Nuki Among Us. I'm not even kidding you on this one. That's literally what it is.
Yep, we
God.
gotta find out who's the sus.
Oh
Who's
my
the
God,
sussy
he's
baka here?
So cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are the Nukis. They only appear in the DS Zelda games.
So cute.
I want them to come back. I also
Same.
love that they're low-key terrible people.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why do they suck?
Yeah. Oh, well, so in this game, they are kind of, like, they have these quote-unquote enemies called the Yuk, but they don't really have a reason to hate them, and then in Spirit Tracks, they just hate each other. They just hate people for no reason.
It's really
Yeah,
weird.
so they have enemies called the Yuk, and the Yuk are kind of like possessed by evil right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
one of them is currently possessing one of these Anukis here. And we know what it is
Yep.
every time, but yeah.
yeah,
So right now
so,
we have to find the sussy baka and see, you know, who's the actual imposter here.
the good
that's the
thing is
idea.
that the imposter is the same person every time, but we still have to talk to everybody once to trigger the dialogue that lets us catch him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The worst.
we gotta book him, as the game says.
Like
This
in
It's this guy right here.
Yeah.
It's a Rue. That's his name. It literally says book
it's
him,
like
by
in
the way,
Wind
right
Waker
here.
when you
Right here.
can't
Bam,
just
book
type
him.
in the password.
Book him.
Book him. Yeah, there he is.
Huh.
Also, check out that face in the background there. What's that green thing? What is that? Where are his faces on
I
here?
had never noticed that before.
They're very
There's two of
funny.
them.
There's
There's a tall one and a short one. It's like a Bert and an Ernie.
Yeah.
The two red ones on the side as well.
I'm happy for
Oh
them.
yeah, that
honestly.
reminds me, something I wanted to bring up, when we were talking about Tingle lore. So in this game, there is actually... Tingle doesn't appear, but his dog, Barkle, does.
What?
Wait,
Tingle's
Yes,
face appears.
I think that's not Tingle, I think that's Barkle.
Did you say Barkle?
Yes, Barkle. Barkle is from Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land. In a
course.
wanted poster in the milk bar on Murkey Island. That, like, it's really hard to tell. It might be Tingle, it might be Barkle.
Huh.
I've only had Barkle for about 3 seconds, and I'm a big Barkle fan
Same.
already.
Same.
Oh my god, there's a printable Ofuda with a little Barkle on it from the Japanese website for freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my
We
life.
love Barkle.
I'm gonna print this, ask my wife to laminate it for me, and use it as a bookmark. This is the cutest thing ever.
It's basically just a tiny dog in the Tingle suit.
That's so funny.
Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land is a gem.
It is. I've seen a little bit of it, but I've not played it yet. I just know it's great. It's a very funny game. There's also a sequel too. It's got a fan translation. It's
Yes.
rules.
Ripened. So freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land and ripened Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love.
That's what it is. His balloon trip of love. I don't know what that's
Yes.
about. But good for
It's
him.
like, I think it's like almost a dating sim.
I imagine I'm not the only one who learned about those games from Brian David Gilbert's Zelda timeline video.
Probably. Oh, never unpause my splits. Oh well, it's fine. It wasn't
Oh, no.
creepy. It's fine.
Oh, is that
Oh.
how you're gonna get?
We have the
world
one on screen. That's unpaused. That's the most important one.
Yeah.
We got $3.21 from Tingle that says, "Have you seen Barkle?" Oh no,
Have you seen this dog? No!
No!
Tingle, did you misplace Barkle,
So sad.
please?
We gotta do that again?
Yeah.
I haven't done that
I
in a
did
long
think
time,
that-
actually.
I did think that loop was a little bit small.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. There we go. Let's make a little bit of a wire loop right here. We'll guarantee it this time by a lot. Oh!
Uh-oh, or not.
Now we're good.
Oh my god!
I knew he'd make it.
Thank you.
I
You had
believe.
faith. This is the energy I love to see right now. What?
Oh no.
Alright, one less bomb, I guess, for later. That's fine. I don't need it.
The thing that's really getting me, I'm still on this Barkle situation. The thing that's getting
The
me is
Barkle
that
situation.
they released this official Ofuda, which is like a little paper talisman that you hang around shrines, and they're generally considered to be imbued with the power of the deity of that shrine.
Oh
Which
my
suggests
God.
to me that Barkle is the deity whose power is imbued in this Ofuda, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sparkle is God.
Barkle is canonically the god of Hyrule, right?
Oh, we're good. We're so good. That almost pushed me off the tiny bridge
No.
right there. That was so scary.
Matt Pat, get at me. I'm so good at theorizing about games.
Take over, Matt Pat.
I don't think he does that anymore, does he?
Yeah, he retired from the.
Didn't he retire?
Yeah, he's retired, and it's just like a cameo technically on every single one.
Add just enough.
Wait,
software to make it
wait,
work.
wait. So he's still making content, but he's
Well, I
calling
don't think he's
himself a
on all of
cameo because
them.
he's retired?
I don't think he's on all of them, but he's like I think he's on a few theories featuring Matt Pat. He
Featuring
just
Matt
don't want to be
Pat.
the main guy.
It's just
Oh,
killing
no.
me. The idea of him being like, I'm retiring, so what's going to change for the channel? Absolutely nothing, except that I'll be called a collaborator. It's still like,
So right here, so by the way, things are gonna ramp up a lot in this temple real fast. Like I gotta get back to the run just a little bit. For instance, I
four
just
deities, Din, Nehru, Feor, and Barkle.
Barkle. Never mind.
Can we get some fan art of like those three holding up their like
Oh my god.
powerful lights in Ocarina of Time, and then just like Barkle vibing in the middle,
We need
I
this.
want like the oracles from the Oracle games and also Barkle.
and also Barkle.
Oh my gosh.
I'm coming on another very cool trick.
Yeah, we're about to do something ridiculous
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, this is a really
Thank
really
you
thick
for the
trick.
raid, Jiggly Lily. Welcome, Raiders. We're about to do a cool trick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So this is kind of going to be in the same vein as a bomb chew camera. Well, this is a bomb chew camera lock.
yeah.
But this one's a little bit different because we're going to be using the grappling hook along with it. So we're going to get the camera in a weird position and then use that to grab the grappling hook that's on like the other side of the room that normally we have to hit a switch to get to. Now, it's a decently difficult setup, so might take a second, but I know Shasta's a pro.
I hit it first try earlier, but then I messed up the positioning of the bomb shoe itself and couldn't grab the thing I need to grab here. So we'll see. This is frame perfect, but it's not too bad, in my opinion at least. Like I got there actually. That's
Nice.
first
All
try.
right, yep, that's the pause. That's the frame perfect
Then
pause.
here's the tricky part, because this is kind of, it's not random, but it feels random. I'm putting it down here. We have to barely hit this peg here. Of course, yeah,
Nice,
first try.
first
Never
try on
mind.
that
Okay,
too.
well, that was incredible. If only my splits
Yeah.
were still working. This would
Ooh,
probably
oh
be
my
a
god,
best.
you almost split off that ledge. I saw that.
I wasn't
Don't
concerned.
worry about it.
Let's go.
And then we can do this right
Now,
here to skip half this
trick is
room.
This
Oops.
trick is annoying with a capital A.
Oops. Come on.
I think maybe a little bit higher.
No, I was a little low there. but
There we
fine.
go.
There
Yeah.
we go. I was too
Nice.
high was the issue. Now we're
So
good.
yeah, that's a different kind of hammer clip.
Yeah, as soon as the hammer gets bigger there, you can pause at the right time and and basically hit the right spot of that tile right there. Again, shout out to Horn for that one, because that pause makes it so much easier than it was before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're
we
basically
didn't
trying
use
to get
the pause for that for some reason. It was just kind of you would try and like
Yeah.
release the stylus and tap really quickly, and you would lose time on it a lot. And I was just like, I wonder what happens if I try pausing here. It's like, oh, it becomes consistent. Okay.
From what I know, you basically are trying to get the hammer to start on the left side, and then by the time it hits the ground, you are on the right side.
How that bomb not
Also, how
explode?
did you not hit that bomb?
I don't know.
How?
I blame David Jr. Just kidding. He's
Oh,
my
no.
precious boy.
I blame
Uh,
Oracle.
David Jr. did nothing.
Donors have been killing me with the bits. Speaking of David Jr., Murby sent us a message from David Jr. along with $7.99. That says, that's actually not a sign that Barkle is God, but a way to seal the evil within the shrine. Barkle must never roam the land again, or calamity shall reign.
That's why he's not in the main series.
And then, like, less than a minute later, Tingle donated $3.21 and said, David Jr., get back to work.
Oh my god. You should not have been drinking during that.
I love how Wind Waker has like Tingle like enslaving these people to just push the Tingle head in circles for hours.
Yeah.
Oh
What
yeah,
does
you're
it
right.
do? I don't know.
I forgot about that.
They might as well be
That's what all
spinning
they
like
do.
hot dog, like a hot dog rotator.
Mm-hmm.
Tingle makes maps and hot dogs.
Delicious. Tingle's better than your
Oh
local
no,
mall.
is that what happened to Barkle? Oh no.
I forgot one
So
of
yeah,
those
this
Inkle.
was...
I heard
this was
Knuckle
the,
earlier. I forgot Inkle was another one.
Yes. This was the part of the run that got segmented.
Yeah, so like this is the part here where like my battle was like no, now. So
Yeah.
yeah. Just randomly in the middle of this fight right here. So that's why Electric Curly is segmented, but I will be it soon.
Yeah.
And I'll do that on my stream, twitch.tv/mr_shasta. But yeah, there's one skip for his fights. It's very minuscule. Otherwise, we're doing this pretty vanilla for the most parts. You'll see it on the very next phase, essentially. For now, we're kind of chilling.
Yeah, it's also a very long fight. The only fight that can be longer, pretty much, is Cuba's Sisters. We've seen it happen.
I have first-hand experience. It's scary. Yeah, while we're just sitting here, I'll also plug myself a little further and say, if you're interested in Nintendo DS games in general, I don't just stream this game here, I'm actually streaming every Nintendo DS game. I'm a project called DS
All at
Destruction.
once.
All at once. Imagine.
You got 1,600 DSs all plugged into your computer with one giant cable.
All of capture cards
1,700
too.
games, one controller.
All of
Our
capture cards
company's
as well.
hated. That's where all of the capture cards went years ago.
There it is. Oh, whoops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know,
okay,
okay.
we're doing this longer fight in that case. It's fine.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to do there was I was gonna throw the bomb directly underneath them and then put this on top of them like this. I let go of L2 earlier though, so it didn't happen. That being said, this guy should be dead here at 0 health. However, we could have done this from the red
Yeah.
for the red dragon instead of the blue one. That would have been good. That's alright. We'll get to skip right here for this, but as soon as we get to the next phase, we're gonna destroy that blue dragon immediately. Like they're currently at 0 health. They're just like, you can't. This part's scripted. You can't get past it. Yeah, very long fight to say the least. But we're almost there. I'm just gonna do the same thing.
I just like how much of this fight has been you putting up a rope to damage them, and then them being like, no, and biting the rope down.
Yeah.
And then you put another rope, and they're like, oh my god, I never saw that coming. A rope? And then
They
just, like,
current
rinse and
here?
repeat like 30 times.
Lamp oil?
They
Bombs?
still seem surprised by the rope being there.
It's like a dog or something.
Yeah.
You throw the tennis ball, and then you put it behind your back, you know? You kind of throw it. Just like that.
Where'd the rope go?
Where's the rope? Oh, rope, 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 rope. Yeah, that is our second to last boss fight of this run, technically. Actually, is Jolly a boss fight? I guess Jolly's a boss fight too.
Mini boss.
Yeah. In terms of major
Means
bosses,
you've
though,
got
that's our
just
second to last one.
15 more minutes to get your tingles in, folks.
It's
14
true.
now.
We need a long tingle train. That's what we need. Can we have
This
52,000?
tingle train's pretty
before the end of this
impressive
run?
so far.
We're like $210 away from 52,000. Can we get the point of this run? I think we can. I think it's possible.
I believe in the dream.
Yeah. The more tingles, the better. That's what I say. The people demand.
And I've been saying that. I've been saying that in really, like, inappropriate times. Like, I'll just be, stakeholder meeting at work, presenting some very important stuff we've been doing, and I'm like, the more tingles, the better. And my boss is
big
like,
fan of time up tingle.
what are you talking about?
Beautiful.
I can't believe time up tingle.
Time up tingle, yeah.
It was so scary.
It's so weird. It's very menacing. Like, what could that even mean, you know?
Yeah.
What game was this in?
That was in Four Swords Adventures. You might not be able to find a lot of info over it because, like, there's barely any info about FSA online.
It's fascinating.
It really is. Oh, this guy right here, by the way, if you shoot him, he gives you rupees. He eventually split up into multiple
Yeah.
ones. I also can't hit him for some reason. There we go.
We gotta do a few story segments here.
Mm-hmm. We do have all three of the pure elements, which will give us a Phantom Sword, which will allow us to beat the game. But yeah, we gotta do a few things first. You first have to give him all the pure mills here, and then like we'll craft the thing, but it takes a little bit. So we gotta go waste some time, or
Not the
do things
official work
efficiently. Our time.
Yeah, positive Iona in chat saying their official work signature is just from Iona. P.S. The more tingles, the better.
Facts.
This is the only letter we get.
The only one, because we have to. This triggers the final Jolene fights. That's why she wants revenge on us, and we gotta sign it. We gotta sign it right here. That's my signature.
Yeah,
But
she
won't fight you unless you've read her letter requesting revenge.
Yes.
Like, if you just go find her, she's like, yo, you get my letter? And you're like, no. And she's like, oh, we're cool then.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. The reason you have to sign this letter is the normal first letter is the only one you usually have to sign, but because you can technically get this one first, they do make you sign this one as well.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty funny, honestly.
Yeah.
And we
They
saved
did
Clue
think
right
about
here.
it.
We saved Clue right here to spawn Jolene as well. She's gonna spawn at the very bottom of the map, and we're just gonna go straight to her like this. The old strat used to be just like warp to the Cyclone Frog there, but it turns out it's a little bit slower to do that. I timed that myself, or like we're trying to get back into this game a lot more. Just a little bit slower.
Actually, the Japanese version of the game has a different strat here because the Japanese version was it's an older version of the game. There are a few differences, a few missing things. And one thing that's different is that Jolene can kind of spawn from weird locations. And so she actually consistently spawns like off the top of the map here when you're trying to go to Zhao's Island. And you can just like leave Zhao's Island and then catch her right away, which saves a fair amount of time.
It's so weird.
But that's in but that's in the version that doesn't have the wrong warp skip.
Yeah.
Regal necklace skip.
Yippee indeed.
That was basically
The comment on that is just like equals parentheses
yes.
in the style of the smile that you drew.
Good. I do that every
From
run, by
David
the way.
Jr.
Every single run, I draw a smiley there because you have to. No, you don't have to, but I just gotta do it. It's important.
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
This fight seems significantly easier with the hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
She can't do anything. It's great.
It's
Basically-
crazy. Stun locking bosses makes them easier.
Yeah.
Never believe it.
Can you believe the hammer's a broken item in this game? Can you believe it?
Wild.
Basically,
Whoa.
back when Regal Necklace Skip was found, the main point of contention was, does that make the 1.1 run faster than this run with immediate Jolene?
It's actually kind of close, but in the end,
Yeah, it's
I think,
actually
I
pretty
think what-
close.
English is like half a minute faster, I want to say.
Something like that.
Yeah.
it was a little
Oops, I gotta do this. Do one more saving quick here because it brings us back to the island a lot faster, and then we're almost done actually with sailing of the run. Actually, this run's winding down pretty soon.
Oh.
Puppet Master, yes.
But I love
this is
sailing.
actually Jolene from the song.
Yeah, Dolly Parton, big fan of Hourglass fan.
Big
Yeah,
Zelda fan,
not a lot of people know
famously.
this.
Dolly Parton famously said, DS Zeldas don't get enough love.
It's
Yeah.
true.
P.S. The more tingles, the better. Love Dolly Parton.
The more tingles, the better. Signed Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, that's what Dolly Parton said.
You have no proof that Dolly Parton didn't say that.
It's true.
She said that to me.
I was there.
Yeah.
My
You were
dad
there.
works for Dolly Parton, and he said,
Damn it.
Oh my god. How dare you?
look,
Why
we
must
started with
you?
Nintendo Power, and we're ending with my dad works at Nintendo jokes.
Yes.
We've basically gone
Oh.
nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. In
We
fact,
just
we're,
took
Okay.
a very long route to get there.
we're going so nowhere that we're back at the starting island. And we're going to stay on here for the rest of the run because, like,
And we're going
that's
back
that's
to
a no
Zelda.
again.
And we're actually going back to the starting house. Don't forget to go to the starting house.
I can go to Oshus outside of the house if I want to. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Trust me on this
Yes.
one. I'm gonna do that right now. Check this out. I'll show you all
Yeah.
a fun little side effect of the fact that we skipped the sword controller earlier. Is that Oshus just still right here? Yippee! It's Oshus. He's still right here, so I can just talk to him, and he'll just warp us right inside. He's like,
Yeah,
my
he's like,
sword.
you don't have a sword.
I'll teach you how to use it, and he's right here. Now we got the cutscene.
Yeah.
That we need to use. Oops, there
So-
we go. I forgot.
Where
Number
do you
splits.
wanna-
We're good.
You want to talk about the fact that soft locks 100%?
Yeah, so the very
Oh, yeah, it does.
first time I
Yeah.
tried doing 100%, I used a sword tutorial skip, and then I realized way later into the run that there is a right beneath the tree that's to the left of the or to the right of the cave there is a treasure chart that's in like a dig spot underneath. But because Oshus is there, you can't get over there to dig it up, and Oshus does not go away because you can't do the sword tutorial anymore. So
No.
you can't get 100% if you do that.
Yep.
Wild. Interesting.
And of
Mhm.
course, I find that out like 4 hours into a 100% run.
Yes.
Better late than never.
Someone had to eventually, I guess. Now everyone knows, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have this warp we got earlier in our last visits. Now we're going to take that and skip 6 floors, go right to floor 7, and then since we have like every item in the game and also the fam store, which destroys these fams in one hit on their back, we'll just do that. We'll use that.
Oh no,
to...
you only have
destroy
17
them.
minutes and 50 seconds. Are you gonna make it?
No.
Maybe. No,
We
We
will
will
try.
fail.
it's
If you
over.
want, there's a little bit of extra time right there. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need that
If you're worried.
if you even care. This is me.
That wasn't even
Oh,
a good joke. Why am I laughing?
It's just
Get
like
out of here, Shasta.
It's late. That's why.
It's a little bit very late.
But it's
Yeah.
not
Dumb
too late. How's that for a segue?
Ooh.
But it's not too late to get more tingles on that train. You've got 5 minutes left, chat.
I need this. The people need this. It's gonna happen during the final boss fight, by the way. At this point.
And
That's
as
great.
Tingle says with this $3.21 donation, more tingles the better. That's true.
Mhm.
True.
Might be insane.
I think it happened like right at the start of the final boss fight if everything goes well here. We'll see. gonna be glorious either way. I gotta walk right. Oh, I didn't walk
Oh.
properly. Never mind. Damn, I was too fast. So here's my backup plan. I'm gonna do this again. He's gonna turn around. I think go to the right. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. now
That
I
was
get this.
nothing.
Nothing happened. It's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
he's in the way. Damn you. Now there's a drop in the way too. That's whatever. You use the grapple to grab those crystals. It's fine. Everything went right. Don't worry
Sometimes
about
the game is just goofy like that.
it. What a big goofster. What a wacky fun ball this game is. Alright. Shouts whiz robes once again. They exist. They take away my time. Don't worry about how that works. Just a little bit of sand in my hourglass as a treat. Alright, once again, to get the next 3 floors, I gotta
Right.
put in this order.
The square hole.
Yeah!
Yes.
Then we go right in here, do the thing, blah blah blah, yeah. Bomb chew, explosion, yeah. Commentary, it's 4 in the morning, I'm tired.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
You are 2 hours later than me, and I feel the way I feel, so you're doing incredible.
Thank you
You're
very
I don't know
much.
what y'all's problem is. It's 11 a.m.
It's
Oh,
perfectly normal
you.
time of the morning. What's your deal?
This hammer clip is free, by the way. You literally just go into the corner, do this, and don't even have to pause for it, it just works.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I was expecting it to clip you through the wall, not the hammer.
That would be
I was
amazing.
very
great.
surprised when the hammer was over there.
I would love that.
Oh, I love B11 on this visit.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's my favorite floor in the entire thing.
It's so good. Yes!
So that was
try.
B11.
You go first try.
First
Yeah,
try
that was
B11, let's
B11.
go. Too good? No one does it like me.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it that fast.
Yeah. It's so good. Good bits. Take 5, everybody.
Actually, can we get a clean run on that? Places, everyone?
Crazy how much faster this visit is.
Wie cool ist das bitte? Ist doch nicht Fortnite?
What?
Und trink Cola?
What?
I heard Fortnite.
is happening?
Is that where it comes
That's
from?
the full. That's the full audio of the video that the yippee sound is from. It's this
Is
kid.
that just random if that can
It's
happen or
a-
not?
Yes, I think it's a roulette, like which one happens on 321.
Oh, so
Incredible.
so that the yip is just intended. I didn't
Maybe.
realize that. And the
Oh.
P.
That particular yippee came to us from David Jr., who says, "I'm jealous of Barkle."
Me too, bestie. So true.
Yeah, it's just this German kid who's super stoked because his mom's letting him play Fortnite and drink Coca-Cola.
You
That's
know what? I'm
fair.
happy for him, honestly.
I wish I could play Fortnite and drink Coca-Cola.
Yippee! This is like the highest pitched yippee I've ever heard my entire life. That's probably
Yeah.
why it's a meme, right?
Palm says there's a
4%
4%
chance.
chance. Nice.
Nice. We have
I'm
shiny
honored
then.
to have heard of it
The
today.
shiny alerts.
Shiny alert.
Oh, Shasta, remember to
Oh.
talk to the blue to oh.
A rarity.
Yeah,
Alright, and now we panic. AK, I'm probably just gonna die right here on purpose.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll do that. Don't worry. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, because I messed up just very slightly. I went like a little too late there after doing this over again. Brilliant. One more tingle for the tingle pile.
Could it be? Did it get there in time?
Oh,
It did.
okay, here we go. Let's count.
Give me the tingles.
Chat, count tingles
1,
with us.
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5, 6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21! 21 tingles!
21?
A lot of David Juniors too.
21?
That's so many tingles.
So many tingles. Thank you so much,
Too
chat. You're
many
great.
Too many tingles.
Too many tingles.
Too many tingles.
It takes a lot to
Make
get
a
David
map.
Jr.
All right, so what are the 21 sounds that you guys want to add?
What a big
I feel
door.
like
How do
what
we
a big
open
door.
this?
the entire sound bank or sound library
Whoa!
for this
I
game.
love that. I love that so much. If you talk to the blue door right after killing the final phantom, Ciela is like, "What a big door! How do we open it?" Opens.
So good. By the way, if someone finds a way to clip into this blue door early, like during the last visit we go here to get the Northeast Sea charts, you would literally save like 40 minutes to this run. Glitch hunters, get on that. I'm not even kidding you. This warp right here will spawn no matter what. You can go back here whenever you want. It spawns at the very top of the the pedestal where you get the fan hourglass initially. It's really cool. But yeah, at that point, all you need is a grappling hook, and then you come back here and beat the game. Because you need this for Bellum. That being said, no one's found this yet. If a glitch hunter out there wants to find it, we would love that. Yeah, find the holy grail of this game. That is the holy grail trick.
Yeah, it's basically barrier skip.
Has anyone tried, so if there's differences between Japanese and English, has anyone made sure that it's not hiding in like the Dutch version? It's like the only way to get
Zelda.
skip is if everyone plays it in like French.
I thought you were going like, you sure it's not the Japanese version or something?
No, we've glitch hunted in Japanese and English. Have we tried like various European options?
Might be a good
Pretty
idea.
sure the situation is that Japanese is kind of the 1.0 version, and then every other version is the same version with different text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's usually how it is, I think. That would be wild if it wasn't, honestly.
Yeah.
Just like, we changed the back-end code a tiny little bit just to mess with you. I've always loved the idea, though, of like, as a game developer, just make like one copy of a game that has like some NPC or something in it, like some joke in it, so that that person who gets that copy just spends the rest of their life being like, oh yeah, that whole cutscene with Flarpendark was so funny, and every single person is like, what are you talking about?
Who is that?
Every copy of Phantom Hourglass is personalized.
Yeah.
That's so mean. I love this. Game developers, get on it.
Yes. Isn't there
Sell-
like
sell
some
your copies
games?
of the game on the dark web, I guess.
I think some games have made versions that have glitches that basically make the game unplayable only if you pirate it. Like I think Game Dev Tycoon, basically, if you pirate the game from a specific source, your game will never succeed because pirates keep pirating it.
I
very
apologize. Is Stickman Sham's gaslight emote just Riker? Is that just a portrait of Riker?
Who?
Like, of Star Trek fame?
Oh, I never watched Star Trek. I'm sorry.
William T. Riker? That's so funny. That's amazing.
I think it's supposed to be from like, I forgot what show that was, but the whole thing was like, that's a total fabrication. That one was made
It's
up by a
fiction.
writer.
It's fiction.
Yeah.
Oh,
Made up.
yes, because yeah, because he did that
Mm-hmm.
when he asked all the questions at the beginning.
Yeah. Jonathan Frakes, yeah, that guy. Yeah, so this is the first phase. Yippee! I can't even do commentary, oh no. This is the first phase of the final boss. It's almost done. We got the Zal World though right here in a second. We're gonna freeze him and him a bunch while he can't do anything. I'm not even kidding you on that one. That's Deus Ex Machina here.
We also have the best song in the game during this fight.
We do. The song rules.
Yeah.
It's in 13/8 time.
13/8
Really?
time?
I think so.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I gotta listen to it more.
That rules. Yeah, I draw an hourglass right here, but in this case, draw actually a figure 8 instead to make this happen. Now he's out and slash him a bunch. Yeah, just one more time. Just like this. It keeps the yellow close to me too, so the sphere spawns like right next to me. And bam. There's phase 1 done. Phase 2 and 3, unfortunately,
Let's go.
are the worst like fights of the game. No, not really, but they're pretty bad. They're all just luck. So there's luck right at the end of the run. Womp womp. It's okay. That's what we deal with.
We did just get another yippee from David Jr. that said the Tingle train has left the station. Sadly, now I have to go back to work. So thanks for hanging with us, David Jr.
Thank you, David
Really
Jr.
cool. Have a good time at work. Hope it doesn't last too long.
Yeah,
Hope it's a nice short shift.
hopefully. I say the same about this fight right here as well too. It's again very random. As far as I'm aware, like no one knows exactly how this fight works. But as far as I'm aware, I have to keep destroying all these eyeballs here, and eventually I destroy enough, they stop spawning in. Maybe
Even
something to do
if
with
you look
like
at
the like middle eyes as well. I don't even know. It's weird.
If you look at the guide on Zelda speedruns, it even admits like it even says it's like I don't even know what to do about this part. Just shoot the eyes.
Yeah. And sometimes you can't even shoot the eyes either. The game just won't allow you to. It's really weird.
Yeah, like the ultimate goal is to hit the 3 eyes that are in the center of the ship, but even beyond that, you do have to kill all of the ones on the side, and it's just so luck-based.
That being said, this went very, very well actually. They're not spawning in anymore on the left, which is perfect. I've had really bad fights lately here, so like I'm glad.
Thanks, Koenig.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you,
it is
David
also
Jr.
possible to die here easily because these the eyes can shoot out like projectiles that hit you. I have definitely lost
You Murphy.
before.
Same.
Thank you, Murphy, for gifting a sub to David Jr.
I've lost I've lost a few runs here to like there's a bunch of projectiles coming at me at once. It's just like
It's always really
Massive Eye.
promising when you're a new runner and want to learn a new game, and the official route notes are like,
They're like, good
Yeah,
luck.
must be his name for Truthlet now.
"Oh, just shoot the eyes; it'll be fine."
Yeah, just try to run through the trees. Will probably not work, but it might.
It might. This is the final fight right here. So like Bellum goes on top of Linebeck entirely with a bunch of armor, and now he's on the back of this armor right here, and we have to defeat him with this. With our Zawado. However, he's not open. His eye's not open. Oh no! What are we gonna do? Sail's gonna go back there and be our eye essentially on the top screen.
Fun fact: the reason Shasta hit his back, even though it wasn't open, you do actually have to hit it. If you don't, the fight doesn't progress. As far as I remember, at least.
Yeah, it's true. I have to knock Seal loose right here by just like hitting the Phantom over and over again. That's what we're gonna do right here. Like this, bam, 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 bam. Hit him over here. We rob it, and then we do this one more time. Ideally, do this in 3 cycles. If we do it in 3 cycles, that's really, really good, honestly. But we'll see if that actually happens. I have to get 25 total spin attacks on him to be able to destroy him in 3 cycles. Which, there is a way to do that. I try and line up on his back so like whenever I do a spin attack, there we go, finally. I just like do like this over and over again.
Nice.
And I got I think 8 or 9 there, not sure the last one counted. It's random when he opens up, so I'm just kind of waiting here until it opens up like this and make him walk
It
over
can
and over
literally
again.
happen at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like keep gambling.
Today's
God.
lesson: keep gambling.
Oh,
Oh
Look-
wait, maybe
look
right
what
here.
Oh my god.
99% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
I did. Oh,
Oh,
last one I
no!
didn't do. No, I beefed it. That's on me. That should have been a 3 cycle, but I messed up. Absolutely beefed it. It's fine though.
All the
And
beef.
then I beefed it.
We'll get right here. Oh, hey, speaking of which.
Wow.
Time is
Still
like
wasn't
right
that bad,
here.
honestly.
There we go. That's time.
GG.
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 Honestly, brought that back really well after like reeling
Yeah.
skip and dying a massive eye.
That was a good run, all things considered.
Yeah. Very good stuff. Like this, it seems really fun to run, honestly. It really, really is. There's a reason why I keep coming back to this game over and over again. It's a long run, but it's a very fun and satisfying one to say the least. Even with like some of
Yeah,
the harder
absolutely.
skips in the run too. It's really cool, genuinely.
I'm glad we got to share this.
Yeah. Like,
GG's.
I said at the start of the run, but
21 tingles.
for real. But yeah, I said at the start of the run too, but like this is like probably the largest audience the game's ever had for like in a speedrunning sense. So like, thank y'all for watching, thank y'all for being here for that. This game has yet to be in a GEQ, but the community has submitted for like literally 11 years now. I'm not even kidding you on that one. And I personally submitted this for like 5 years, every event to GEQ. It's not been in yet. Someday you'll get in, I swear. Someday they'll allow this. They can't do it forever. They can't reject it forever. But yeah, this game's really cool. I'm always like running it. It's very rare showing in marathons because of the length, but I'm glad I was reached out to about this event, and I get to run it now. So yeah, very cool stuff. I do want to show off the credits because these credits I love the art in it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
It's adorable.
All the papercraft stuff. There are other papercraft artworks in general in this game, but we just skip the cutscenes that have them. So
Yeah, basically Nico from Wind Waker made all of these.
Mm-hmm. And also Oshus. Don't forget about Oshus. That's how he explains.
wait.
That's how
I
he explains the
forgot,
final
isn't-
boss.
The framing of this story is that it's like a story Nico is telling.
No,
Well,
you
Nico tells you the story about Wind Waker. I think, right?
yeah.
The very start. Or, wait, is that for this game or Spirit Tracks?
No, that's Spirit
No,
Tracks.
Nico,
Yeah.
Nico's in Spirit Tracks too because he's like old and he's like
And so the
Yeah.
plot of this game, you'll see it very soon. Is like we're on the ghost ship right at the very start of it. So it goes around next to our ship, which is like the pirate ship from Wind Waker, with all the crew and everything. And allegedly we're there for only 10 minutes on the pirate ship itself. We actually show that. I have time in this segment still.
Yeah.
I'm here for like 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I have time. We can show that in a little bit, just the ending cutscene, because it's very cool. And for also to answer a person in chats, yeah, both DSLs never been in GEQ before. Spirit Tracks is about a 4-hour long run, so it has less of a shot for sure. It's less broken too, but it has like really cool dungeons spearing wise.
Yeah, it's
got
got
broken a
it's
lot
got
in
more
regard.
broken recently.
But way more trains. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate thing, is the trains do slow the run down a lot in the end. Whereas this one, it's not that bad of the boat really. After a while.
They should consider the meme potential of just calling them hype trains.
True.
Honestly,
Bring tingle. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Bringle the Tingle.
Bring tingle.
Oh my god.
Serious.
Fun
Eat
lore
a
fact. Oh, by the way,
Pringle.
also smiles in chat. It's many smilers. But yeah,
Yes,
fun
no reason.
fun lore fact as well too. Nico is like, I think at most like 12 or 13 in this game and in Wind Waker, and Spirit Tracks takes place 100 years later. So Nico is still
Yeah.
alive in that game. So he's literally like 112, 113 years old or something. It's great. But yeah, I guess while we're going through the ending cutscenes right here, I just want to give a quick shout outs once again. If y'all want to be sure follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/mr_Shasta. I do run this game a lot. I'm trying to go for a 305 in this one. Hopefully I can get that soon. We'll see. I'm gonna keep grinding on my own for sure on my stream. I'm also trying to beat every DS game ever made. I'll be going through this game like in September, hopefully, casually 100%. Hopefully doing that. Because like whenever I go through a game on my project that I've spearmed before, I try 100% it. So yeah, just want to plug that real fast. But yeah, we wake in on the ghost ship here in the end cutscene. Go over to our own ship. There's Nico, by the way. We love Nico.
Yeah.
It was single tooth. You look fine. They're all good. It's not a big deal.
What's the problem? You don't look like you've been stoned.
I love all these goobers. They're so great.
Yeah, honestly, like all the cutscenes we skipped have some top-notch humor. There's one part where Linebeck leans on Tetra and she just falls over, and she's just like,
It's so good. Like, where were you? Did you look for us? But it's actually like, what are you talking about? You're only
What are you
on that
talking
ship for. It's been about 10 minutes. See? Was it a dream the whole time?
I
Was
thought
it?
it was 12 minutes.
It could have been 12. Who
What
knows?
if it was a dream the whole time?
At some point, you need to fight the ACE that makes this run 10 minutes long.
Exactly, exactly. Ooh. It's very dangerous. Can't go on there. But noticed the key. Where'd it go?
Total fabrication.
It was fiction.
This ghost ship was invented by a writer.
Yeah, my speedrun's only 10 minutes long. Exactly. I only had a 10-minute long speedrun in the end. That's crazy.
That's incredible.
In-game time, it was
Bravo.
10 minutes.
Congrats on record.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's false.
It was
Not
fiction.
this time.
Made by a team of writers. We made up. What is this? We still have the Fan Hourglass. The titular Fan Hourglass.
What? It wasn't fake. Oh.
Ooh.
They gotta stop implying certain games are dreams. It's like the
Like half
third
the Zelda
one.
series is a dream at this point.
For real. But it might be
Majora's
real.
Mask, a dream. Link's Awakening,
lying
a
back.
dream. This one, a dream?
Question mark? Yeah, that's how the game ends right there. It's kind of neat. I played this game a
Yeah.
lot growing up, especially on like road trips with my family, and like I remember like this cutscene used to give me a lot of goosebumps. It doesn't anymore because I've seen it a lot now, but like just seeing like the ending there is kind of cool. It's like Limeck might be real. This might have been a real adventure. Who knows? It's neat. I don't know. I'm very nostalgic for this game to say the least.
Yeah, and his grandson is a Spirit Track, so.
Yeah. I don't know how much time I have to show off stuff. I might as well show off a few things while we're here. I know I still have a little more time left in the segment here to after the run. I'll show y'all some cool things we can do if we're gonna skip here. That's what we can do real fast. Hopefully I get this quickly as well too, because I do have to actually get the thing here. But you can input different Cyclone Frog locations into the Cyclone slates. It'll do different effects essentially. That's the idea here. That's what we're trying to do. So might be a frame early. Actually, might be good. It might be good right here.
Good, yeah.
Let's see. Nah, no, it was one frame early.
Nah.
That's fine. We'll try again. That's why I have this restore point right here. Also, yeah, dual styluses once again. We do in fact, I did in fact dual wield styluses for his trick once again. Try this again, real fast. No big deal. I'll show off like one at least. There's another one I can show off, but it will like. I'll have to show a Flash and Night Warring. I'm not even kidding about that one.
It
prob-
would
probably
after
won't
like
show that
7 minutes.
No, it's like after like a minute or so. That's when it starts.
Really, that quick? I don't
It's
remember it being that quick.
It's pretty quick, yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. This should be it right here. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
So I'm gonna now do a go to the Southwest Sea, where we start the game with this one, and look where it spawns us. Look what's gonna happen here. Check it out. Whee!
Oh. Uh-oh.
Spawning in the sky.
Way up there.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
It's getting closer.
Oh no. What could
This is
it
like
be?
the City Escape intro. Talk about low budget flights.
Infinitely
Oh my
long
God.
city escape.
Way up there. It's still
Oh.
falling. It's still falling. And
There we go. Also, we're still outside of the map, so it's now very, very slowly dragging us back onto it.
yeah, I forget where we are and I forget how long this takes, but it does take a little bit.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'll show off one more thing at this. I will probably cut this off pretty quickly because it will glitch out the game. Like it will glitch out the camera a lot and make things like, flash and night warring and all that stuff. So I'll cut it off pretty quickly. Let's get this one more time and I'll show y'all a cool little glitch here you can do with this. That if you want to, you can leave your system on for like, how long does it take? Like 45 minutes? Yeah,
It wasn't close to an hour.
Yeah, it was close to an hour until you finally get control of Link again after doing this. It's
Yeah,
wild.
Shasta and I were just we're just labbing warp displacement like this, and just like that happened, and then we just like left it going, and at some point it just changed, and we didn't even realize that it happened.
I think that's it right there. So I'm gonna do this basically the same way that I do it normally. I go to the like southeast sea, go northeast sea, draw it symbol twice. Oh, that didn't work. I thought, okay.
Really?
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Frame off, I guess. I thought that was it. We'll try again then. But yeah, we're gonna just basically the same way right here. But instead of going to, instead of doing normally, I'm instead just gonna let the ship rock after the second warp we do. That's gonna happen here. Let's go right there. That should be perfect. I thought that was not it.
That needs to be it.
That's gotta be it. That's really close. Like, look at this.
That's so close.
The cyclone's right there. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cool.
Yeah.
So now we're going to the northeast sea. Then I'm just gonna pull out the salvage ram after this, then put it away. That's what I'm gonna do here. I'll give us like 1 minute. As soon as the screen starts glitching out, we'll stop. But yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do this. This one, of course, I found an accident one time because of mismenuing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now look at the bottom screen here, where the actually I have to move a little bit. That's right. There we go. We're way off screen, by the way. Look at the bottom screen here, where the cyclone is. Just appreciate where it is. As soon as it, there we go. Okay. It's just gonna go slowly across the screen for a while.
And the camera is slowly going up.
We're just gonna stay here for a little bit. Again, once you get a little bit into this, flash and light warning, but we are way the heck off like the map right now, and for the next like 40-45 minutes, the cyclone's gonna just go slowly towards us until eventually it does hit us and bring us back into the map. But yeah.
Oh no, that cyclone is slowly moving towards us. We gotta move out of the way.
No!
Oh no, we have AirPods in.
No!
No,
and
they can't hear us.
And the boat's
Isaac, take the
drowning.
AirPods out.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Oh, 3 days from retirement.
Frick! But as you can see right now, we're kind of at the mercy of the water here, and the camera just kind of moving over and over again, and a bunch of crazy stuff's gonna happen.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You notice how the tornado is trying to reach us, but it's definitely not at our elevation.
And it's officially
going-
off the map.
Yes. We are very far away.
I don't know why it tries to get us in the first place. It's very strange. I don't know why. Okay, it's actually taking a little longer than I expected to start glitch on the screen.
Yeah.
Again, as soon as it started happening, I'm gonna like cut away. I'm gonna like just pause the game, but yeah. I can't do it normally. I have to like go to the home menu here, but we're just kind of chilling here. We can't do anything right now until this cyclone hits us. So yeah, we'll just keep drowning over and over again. You know how it is. But yeah, those are the two main things I wanted to show if we're going with warp displacement here. There's a bunch of other things you can do, but they're pretty much the exact same effects. Spawning at the very top of the skybox and stuff, or doing this if you wanted.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting trick of a lot of fun applications, and also one useful one we use in the run, but yeah. It's really cool.
Honestly, the fact that we've managed to have a useful one out of a glitch that is this, like, weird and, like, unpredictable, that's wild.
It's really wild. Yeah, I don't know when the next, like, segment's gonna be up, but just, like, I'm ready to cut away anytime. I do have one more thing I could show.
I believe
need
next
more time.
segment is sleepover.
Oh, we're sleeping? Ooh.
Oh,
I
I'm
like
sleeping for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's 5 a.m. here on the East Coast.
I need to
Ooh.
double check, but I believe
Looks like-
it's over to sleepover. So if you're ready, Tech is good to take over and get us there.
I am ready
Thanks
to
again
sleep.
for hanging out.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
thank
yeah,
you.
keep donating to the marathon. Please, please, please buy the Finn plush. Oh my gosh. Please buy the
Yes.
Finn plush.
Please
Please do
play
that.
Phantom Hourglass for the Nintendo DS/Wii U Virtual Console.
Please play both DSL games, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. They are incredibly underrated. I love both of them, especially Spirit Tracks.
Oh.
Might be my favorite Zelda. I love that game.
Yeah, I'll also shout out to handheld Zelda in general. I'm currently running Majora's Mask 3DS, which is a game
Hell
that I like a lot. And there's a lot of sick Zelda handheld games out there.
Absolutely. A lot of sick handheld games in general. Shout out to the Nintendo DS and the 3DS and Game Boy Advance.
It's almost like
Doing
someone
too.
should play all of them.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you all around. Have a good one.